Welcome everybody to DDEX1, Adventures League Season 1, Tyranny of Dragons, and we are going to get started. And if you want to get into these Friday Night Adventures League games, you can check out my Patreon page at patreon.com/digitaldungeonmaster and get signed up. I think there's one spot remaining for this group on Friday night. Next week we'll be back to playing DDAL05, and that is the Storm King's Thunder season. All right, so I'm going to let these guys introduce themselves, and we're going to do a recap and get going. All right, guys, so someone want to give a recap, and then we'll get going.
One of you guys want to do it, or you want me to do it? All right, I think Markesh was about to.
I was going to suggest the same thing. Someone that doesn't usually give them. See no volunteers, go for it, man.
All right. Last time we continued our mission to search out these catacombs as we were commissioned by Doomgate Yovir Glandon of Valhintian Graveyard in the city of Flan. He wanted us to check out some undead incidents and some strange deaths that had occurred in the catacombs. The last time we had ended at some stairs that we were descending down to a lower level. And as the party was descending down the stairs, they all collapsed on us, leading to a really, really loud mess. But after we picked ourselves up, we entered a room where we discovered a ghoul and some zombies in a room that had a opening in the ceiling for light to come in. We managed to dispatch the ghoul and the zombies, and then we theorized that this room had possibly been used as a room for taking care of vampires in the past. From this room, we moved to another room to the south where we discovered a room full of trapped tomb raiders. After much discussion, we decided to go ahead and let them leave without harming them. But on the way out, there were some difficulties, and one of them discovered that Casset, the half-elf guide who had been sent along with us, was actually a spy, and they dispatched her and left the party in shock. That's where we ended.
The good old Welcomers Guild from Flan. Yeah, that was a strange little twist at the end, huh? Finding out that Casset.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're going to continue on. You guys pretty much have not had a rest yet. We'll say that you guys have kind of been talking about things for the last hour, so we'll go ahead and do that. So, what do you guys think?
Well, guys, I guess there's nothing for us but to move on. That was a little odd. And I guess we're going to have some explaining to do to the Doom God.
Yeah, I imagine he won't be very happy about it, but it certainly does free us up throughout the rest of this clearing of this crypt or whatever we're in.
Now you guys can loot and pilfer this thing all you want that you don't have Casset in your way now, right? All right, so in the room prior to where you actually found the Welcomers Guild, as you came down the stairs, there was a sort of this oddly shaped chamber that you had seen an obelisk in. And past that room, there was a set of stairs that descended about another 20 feet down. And this was back up in the other room. This is basically in the first chamber that when you came down the stairs, where the statue was.
Fiddle Nuts will go ahead and make his way up to the top of the stairs where you left off checking out before.
All right.
Hey, what's the name of the map of that room?
This is the map that I just shared to you guys again.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Welcome to the game, Roland, also.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is basically where you guys would have seen that other outlet. I believe it was it Nas that checked out the room last time, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, I can't remember which one did it.
Yeah, I got up to the area here, and then we decided to go ahead and check out the other area first. Noticed that the door was, I think, could almost kind of go through it, or if that was the other one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, this oddly shaped chamber where you were at last time. You had looked inside this room here, and in front of you was that looks like a sort of like a semicircular chamber, and there's a bunch of these niches on the wall that have all kinds of bones and stuff that you could see, and then there was an obelisk that was basically standing in the center of this chamber. Looked like about a 5 by 5 foot wide obelisk or statue or something. Not really a statue, more of like a pillared obelisk.
I'll look to the party and ask if we want to, maybe just ensure there's nothing up there to be fearful of.
You want to check it out, Fiddleness?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do an investigation check.
Wait. Before you leave, here, let me instill some spoon power, some of the power of the spoon into you.
Oh God, no!
Inject some power of the spoon into him.
Yep, come over here.
I make sure to face him.
I pull out a spoon, chant some words, and it starts glowing. And I gently tap it onto your forehead as the power infuses into you, and I
Holy
say,
shit.
May the spoon be with you. As I cast enhance ability for dexterity checks on you.
Nice. Did you say you got glowing spoons now?
No, it was just from the spell.
Oh, damn! I was gonna say, damn, that's pretty damn good.
Well, I'll go ahead and check the area first, make sure there's no traps going into the room, and then I'll be aware of my surroundings.
Sure. Give me a perception check or investigation, whatever's better for you. You guys will also notice when you hover over your token, you'll see, your life and any kind of effects you have now. Make it easier to see it this way, just by hovering over instead of sometimes the icons are rather small on the token. So we'll just use the hover effect from now on.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so Nas, as you're looking into the room, it is an oddly shaped room for sure. And there are some runes that are etched into this obelisk that you can see. And as you're kind of moving in, you're looking around, you don't see anything that looks like tripwires in the doorway or any kind of raised stone on the floor that would be pressure plates or anything like that. You don't see anything like that as you move into the room.
All right, I'll go ahead and head up to the obelisk and check it over with the runes and do a Arcana check on it, see if it's any kind of magical essence to it.
Sure.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic as I look into the room. It is
All right.
have the Eldritch Sight invocation.
Okay. So, Golden Trinkets, that's such a great name. When you cast your detect magic, the only thing that you see are the items that are on your companions that have like a radiating aura, sort of like a silhouette around each item. You could tell, potions apart from items and stuff. But as for the obelisk, nothing is magical about it. However, I will say this. Oh, go ahead.
I stare at each of the my companions' pockets and my lips, licking my lips a little.
Cha-ching. Too good.
Yeah,
now I will say,
sorry.
no problem. I like that. The golden trinkets, the businesswoman. I like it. So Nas, as you kind of do your Arcana check, you notice that there is some writing on the obelisk, which you could actually see as you were entering the room. But you're able to deter that this is an old celestial language, and you do not understand it. But it's like looking at another language, as we would see, oh, that looks like Spanish, or that looks like French, or that looks like German. You're able to, like I said, you're able to see that it is a celestial writing.
Any of you know how to speak Celestial?
No.
Not I.
Oh, let me look at it.
Nope.
Okay, you're looking at it. You speak Celestial? Golden
No.
trinkets?
No, but I have Eyes of the Runekeeper. I can read all languages. All
okay.
writing.
So, is that that's like a class feature, right?
Yeah, it's an invocation.
Yeah. So doesn't take a spell slot or anything like that, does it? It's actually sort of like a passive, right? Yeah, that's nice.
The
invocations are pretty killer for warlocks. So the only thing that you can tell, these runes these runes and celestial writings, really not interesting as you kind of work your way around the obelisk reading them. And it basically just speaks in general stories of everyone buried in this chamber, the good lives that they led, and how they were fulfilled, and how they had donated their time to the church, and how they had helped the less unfortunate and stuff. So, the less fortunate. But it's just basically just all these scriptures were just of talking of the good lives that the folks in this chamber led.
Guys, it looks like it's just a fluff piece for these dead people.
It is.
That's definitely a nice way to put it. All right.
Every room can't be filled with monsters and treasure. There's got to be some fluff and lore, right?
Well, guys,
I'll go ahead and check out those niches that were along the walls.
Yeah, they're all just filled with bones and a bunch of little trinkets that really don't have any kind of value at all. Trinkets are probably they're all belonging to the souls that were buried in this chamber, basically. Nothing of value, though.
Wait, trinkets?
Trinkets? Yeah, golden trinkets. Yeah, hello.
Well, I suggest that we move on if there's nothing else of note in here.
Yeah, Fiddlenaz, you want to scout out that other passage before we head down it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and check it out.
Okay, my character is also eyeballing these things. Remember, my character has trinkets tied and sewn into my clothing all over my body.
Sure. You don't have Cassid around, so you could definitely borrow some of these, I guess you could say. You can acquire some of these.
Yeah, they've all been sitting around and they're old and probably dusty. Anything that stands out?
Sure, yeah. There's some chicken bones. There's some old little miniaturettes of dancing figures. There's some animal figurettes carved out of wood. All kinds of little trinkets. What other kind of trinkets do you see? Golden trinkets?
All right, I see one that I like. It's a wolf that's carved out of wood, and
Ooh.
has you can see that the teeth were made from bone, and it has like a silver filigree necklace around, or collar around the wolf.
Ooh, I like it.
It's probably about a couple of inches.
All
Everyone's
right.
out of the room. I kind of pick it up and look at it.
No Boris the Bear miniaturette or anything?
Oh, no. We'll save that for Growl.
Right?
So I grab the trinket, and I am looking for a spot on me to put it as I turn around and start to walk out to the room.
How many of these trinkets do you have on this robe? It kind of reminds me of like a robe of useful items. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not really a robe. I kind of have like an explorer's outfit on, but I'd say 30 or 40 little trinkets
Wow,
tied or
that's a
sewn
bunch.
into my clothing.
They can hear you coming a mile away, huh?
No, I said specifically that it is not like the cans at the back of a just married car.
Ah, damn
Everything's
it.
kind of tied off real good, yeah.
Only silent trinkets.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I was trying to prod to get some information so later on down the line I could use that against you. You know, I was prodding there.
Yeah. No, I started out with that. Yeah,
No,
and also I have one of Almi's spoons.
Ooh. Oh, that's right.
The,
He did. Yeah, he gave you an extra
Yep.
spoon. Yeah.
Yep.
He can get it glowing for you.
Yeah, come on over here. I can get that thing glowing.
Oh, God.
So Fiddle Nas will go ahead and make his perception check down the hall here.
All right. If there's when you're checking things out there, Nas, if you run into anything that would require like a perception roll, maybe like a pressure plate or a piece of string as a tripwire or something like that, I'll always do a passive roll. So you don't have to. I know I've had some players in the past that love to roll those perception checks, but I'll do that passively for you.
Try to be sneaky, Fiddle Nas. If there's something down here, we want to get the jump on them.
I can definitely do that.
You go down about another 20 feet, Nas, and you can see that this corridor turns to the right-hand side, which would be going south again. And you peer around the corner, and you see more stairs that are descending down about another 20 feet again. Could you be going into maybe the extra lower depths of the catacombs?
Danger zone?
We're going down a little bit further. We've got stairs coming up.
That's
all right,
what she said. We're going
follow
down.
up to him and let him continue to track ahead.
All right. So as you peer around the corner, you can see that the corridor abruptly turns left as you start to descend down the stairs. Welcome, Kolash.
Good evening.
Good day, bitch. I had to do that.
And I am going to go ahead and make a stealth check. So that way you can see be stealthy going down these, not make that much noise.
Well, it's absolutely dark down here. So there's really no reason to do one. Now, when you peer around the corner, a chamber opens up, and you can see that the walls are covered with more of these burial niches. You know, like you had seen in the other chambers where you would see like the feet or the boots of someone buried in this niche or the head of them. And it opens up into a sort of like a wide chamber as you as you kind of peer around the corner, and I'll open it up for you.
I need to restart Fantasy Grounds. It keeps freezing up.
No problem. So as you start to enter the room, Nas, you see that. Give me a perception check, because you see a lot of pieces of plaster on the floor, and a lot of the plaster has come off of the walls of this burial chamber, and there are probably, I would say, close to 100 of these burial niches that are in the wall. But it is represented like a lot of the other areas of the catacombs. You know, lots of the tops of heads that you can see, and a lot of feets, and a lot of boots, a lot of feeties, the feety pajamas you can see. There's also some couple arm bones hanging out of the niches, couple leg bones. There's a couple skulls on the floor, lots of little piles of dirt, and a bunch of pieces of plaster all over the floor.
No, I finished my praying. I'm going to catch these guys up.
Sure. Let me put you on the map here. Here you go. Put you on the stairs there, Kel.
No problems. I'll just chuck myself at the back as I'm catching the group up.
No problem. So what do you do, Nas?
I'll step back and let the group know that we're coming into another burial ground. A lot of bones and skulls shooting all over the place.
Also in the basically the left-hand side of the room, all the way towards the end, you can see that there's like another handrail with, looks like another set of stairs that's descending down. So it seems like this place just goes deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. Maybe you'll end up in the Underdark. Oh, ooh. Ooh.
When he comes back and
feels like going back home.
I'll wave up the other group members just to have them catch up a bit. I'll continue to stay a few feet behind if Fizz continues to scout ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely up your alley there, Nas, seeing that you're a drow.
Go on ahead and check it out some more, Fizz.
I love
go
how
ahead.
Fizz is so careful.
Poke the bones a little bit.
Being mindful of what we've already encountered and seeing all these bones all over the place, I'm going to take caution going through here. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my sickle just in case if I need it.
Okay.
Seeing as
good job.
I'm going to look over to Kel and say, well, why don't we keep him company on this one? We can kind of scoot up with him. We'll let him continue to scout ahead when it comes to the corridors, but in big open areas like this, hasn't really worked well to have one person go ahead just by themselves.
Yeah, no, I think that's good, especially seeing we've both got shields.
So we'll follow you up.
All right.
Continue to walk into the room.
And Nas is like, I'm just sitting over here on my end like, come on, move into the damn room. I love it. So
yeah, we'll walk in and kind of check out the niches and see if there's anything. I'll look on this south side and just make sure there's anything of note. I'm just keeping an eye out as we head towards the stairs.
Yeah, there's you can give me a perception check as you're kind of poking around the niches there, those burial niches. All right. So what wall are you checking?
It'd be the south.
All right. So you'd be kind of down here. Yeah, this is actually
No, I'm looking from a distance.
Oh, you're looking from a distance. Okay. So yeah, you just see a bunch of tops of heads and a bunch of rotten cloth, some shoes, some toes hanging out of some shoes, a couple of skeletal bones wiggling. No, I'm just kidding. Now,
Meditate magic should still be working too.
Yeah, it should. You don't see anything glowing in here. Not in the burial niches, that is. Now, what else is everybody doing? Roland, what are you doing? Golden trinkets and
I'm saying,
Kel.
yeah, this place is boring. Where's the treasure?
I'm taking my axe and poking around one of these niches.
Sure.
I'm just keeping an eye out in case of anything coming down that northern corridor.
All right. So as you're looking down that, the eastern side of this wall, and you're looking where the handrail is, and it kind of goes down, you can see that there is and you can hear a sort of snort, I guess you could say, like a as you kind of move into the center of the room. And you can see that there's a sort of like a mist that's sort of like when you're breathing in cold weather and you see this mist coming out of your mouth. Well, you can see mist coming from around the corner into the open room. And as you get close to that pile of bones where you're at there, Kalash, and Markish where you're at, you can start to hear the bones rattle. So to fulfill Golden Trinket's wishes, this is not a boring room as the skeletons start to animate. And also, you start to see more plaster starting to fall from the walls as several more skeletons start to form on the ceiling and drop down on top of you. And from around the corner, there is a huge, and I'm talking a massive, which looks like a minotaur skeleton with a huge weapon, and it looks like it comes around the corner and it's starting to charge on Nos, and it's wielding a huge two-handed great axe. So, everybody go ahead and roll initiative as all of the skeletons come to life. The Minotaur comes from around the corner, starts to charge Nos. It's initiative time.
Guys, I think there was some treasure in this other room back here.
I'm gonna go back there and check it out.
Let's see. Looks like let me do a really quick roll real quick. Everybody, yeah, there we go. All right, so it looks like Omi, you've got the drop on everyone. You've got a 19. You get to go first.
I'm going to move right up here, and I see that skeleton to the south. I'm going to fire my bow at him.
Oh, God, he's firing his bow.
Oh, God. Why are you always in my direction?
Everybody run and duck for cover.
Darn it, I missed again.
Yeah. Everybody check your sheet. Everybody has roll on welcome to the game. I give you an inspiration, so you guys remember you guys have inspiration too. So all right, so that's a miss on the skeleton with your awesome short bow attack. Nas, you're up, man, as this looks like this huge 7 foot tall, 8 foot tall skeletal minotaur is starting to charge you.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Seeing how where I'm at, I'm going to go ahead and try to reposition myself a little bit. I'm going to back up 5 foot diagonally here and make a Eldritch Blast on him for right now until I can get some more in range and then try something else.
Nas, I was waiting for you to duck behind Mark Esch there. Ooh, wow, another miss. You guys are off to a pretty bad start tonight. Anything else for you, Nas?
No, that would be it.
Golden trinkets, you can get this party started.
All right. Well, I have. It looks like one of my trinkets, but it's actually my focus. It's a
Mhm.
little crystal, and it has like a wood carved pistol grip, and the crystal attached to it, so kind of like a gun.
Oh,
So I pull it out and I point it at the skeleton closest to me,
oh, okay.
and I fire at it.
Kind of looking around the room, you can also see that big great axe has like a light glow to it.
Oh, by the big skeleton in the corner.
Yeah. The minotaur.
A little
Is this
glow
what you call
runs
him,
out
right?
the corner
Minotaur?
of my mouth as a fire.
That glow definitely caught your eye, that's for sure. I mean, golden trinkets, I mean, it did catch your eye. All right, so you're attacking the skeleton. Ooh, barely a hit. 13 versus the skeleton. Eldritch Blast. Total of 7 damage. All right. Anything else for you? Take any other movement you want? We'll move on to Markish.
Back up a bit.
You're bailing out. I like it. That's what I like about 5e. You can move, attack, and move again. I like it. All right, Markish, what say you?
Hear the Eldritch Blast smack something behind me. I spin around with my Warhammer.
What the hell was that?
I duck underneath it while he swings.
Nice hit. Yeah, because as you turn around and see that bolt of that Eldritch bolt hit it, it spins its head around a couple times, and it makes like that, what is that? Yeah, woo, 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 woo sound. As the head spins a couple times, and the jaw flaps.
Evil Dead skeletons, huh?
So as I spin around at the head level, I'll lop off that head and have the head sail over to the wall next to golden trinkets.
It lands at her feet, actually, the head, and then the rest of the bones just splinter and shatter like glass. All right, Marcus, you can take any movements you'd like.
With that, then, seeing that that's dispatched, I'm going to move up and turn. And
Okay.
turn towards these guys and my turn.
Very good. You got another attack if you offhand, right?
Nope.
Okay. All right, let's go with the skeleton. It's going to move up, and it will go ahead and attack Markish. It swings its short sword, and it lands a blow. Wow. The Digital Dungeon Master's on a roll already. So you're going to take 6 piercing damage from the short sword. As another skeleton moves up, gets into range of Nas, and takes its short sword and lunges forth, hitting with an 18 versus AC. Wow, we're on a roll tonight, aren't we? Doing minimum damage, though, so you're going to take a total of 3 as the blade just kind of nicks your shoulder. Now, the next skeleton is on Kalash, and it was wielding a short bow, but it kind of drops it on the ground.
I use protection on him.
Okay, you are so lucky about that. Let me get another attack in there. So it's going to be a 12. It would have been a crit, but it ends up actually being a 12. Nice reaction there, Marcus. So,
take my bacon.
Kalash, you're up.
Well, in that case, I'm going to have to hex this one. Just try to attack me.
All right.
In fact, I'll just put that on the wrong one.
When you hex it, the top of its skull, kind of where all of the different plates come together, it kind of pops up a little bit, and a steam whistle sounds, woof, and its eyes pop out of its skull. The eyes that it doesn't have. Sort of like what happened on Army of Darkness. Oh, nice crit. I use protection. No.
You got that DM inspiration, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not going to do that, though. Wow, nice job. Nice job as you destroy the skeleton with one hit.
One blessing.
Uh-oh. He's going to go
And then
LD, and then we'll never
I'm
see
gonna
him
go
again.
one.
Oh, did
I'm
I?
going to take
do that?
the fight 1, 2, 3, 4 to engage the Minotaur.
Wow, look at the balls on Kalash charging the large skeletal minotaur. Wow, I'm impressed.
I don't want to let it get charging on anybody because I think it charging will do a lot more damage than it just standing attacking.
Way to read the monster manual. Way to go.
Not at all. Just a guess of what like big bulls do in real life. Being charged by a bull fucking hurts. When you're stood close to it, it doesn't hurt quite as much. It still hurts, but not quite as much.
I can see you with your cloak acting like a matador now. Stepping to the side of it, standing on your tippy toes and stuff. All right, let's go to the Minotaur. I think he does. Yeah, he's wearing one. Well, at least his token is anyway. So you're right about the.
Dave give up an attack of opportunity before. That's awesome.
I got to give him one from the skeleton.
No.
So no, I went up and round. So I kind of went. If you put the token locking on, I'll show you where I moved.
No, I gotcha.
Down, round like that.
You sandbagger. I never get attacks of opportunity. Darn it.
I was trying, man. Sorry about that.
Well, just as this... I appreciate it, Marcus. Just as this Minotaur starts to charge, you intercept it in its path, and it still gores you anyway. And I'm going to use.
Of course it does, Dave. Of course it does.
And I'm going to use one of my GM inspiration to get this gore off as well. Oh!
While wearing a Darth FC scarf.
I am. You know what? I am wearing my Dartford FC scarf right now. You are in trouble, my friend. I am so sorry. You just took 48 damage. Although you did absorb... Yeah, I did. You took 21. Although I think you had like 5 or 6 on there as a...
I had some temporary hit points as well.
Yeah. So nice job. I mean, you're about halfway dead as this Minotaur just buried one of its huge horns in your gut. Picks you up a little bit, shakes you off of it, and then it attacks you 12 more times. No, I'm just kidding. Roland, welcome to the game. You're up.
I'm going to charge the Minotaur because I've been watching all.
Nice. Yeah, and you're playing a fighter too, so... All right. So Roland, with his great axe, misses with a 4.
All right.
The Minotaur
that was a full
skeleton.
round action.
Yeah. Oh, you're a Pathfinder guy, huh? Are you a Pathfinder player? I could tell. Full round action, you said.
The charge is a full round action, isn't it?
No, there's no charges in 5e.
Oh.
No, you just ran in and attacked. But yeah, there's no charges. They actually did away with charge in 5e. Except for on the creatures and stuff. The creatures will have some mechanic like that. But no, in 5e, you can just run up, attack. You can move again after you attack as long as you just don't go past your maximum movement per round. So if you're playing like a Wood Elf Monk or something that's going to have like 70 feet of movement per round later on, you're going to be like stellar in combat with like 4 attacks around and a bunch of movement. Warriors are good.
One attack, so
yeah.
And then let's see, that was 25. I'll stay here.
Yep. Yeah, if you're using, you can also 2-weapon fight now in 5e, and you can get 2 attacks around with main hand and offhand, but you got to do the main hand attack first to get the offhand attack. So. Just to let you know later on if you want to switch between 2-hand or single-handed weapons. All right, so the Minotaur kind of scoffs at you, kind of chuckles a little bit for the horrible miss, And then we're over to round 2 and Omi clicking his spoons.
That's what I'm doing. I'm clicking the spoons, and I look over at the minotaur skeleton and say, "Ugh, the last time I saw something as ugly as you, I pinned a tail on it." As I use vicious mockery.
It gives you the the dog tilted head look, and then it just kind of scoffs and says,
That thing's gonna charge through us.
"Oh, I wish."
I didn't like what I said.
It was successful. Anything else for any other movement?
A skeleton bird.
Yeah, it just gives you a big old foot-long middle finger with a huge claw on the end of it.
And that's all for me.
All right, Nas.
All right, with still having my sickle in my one hand, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my dagger and be able to do 2 attacks on this skeleton.
Ooh. All right.
Main hand sickle and then dagger offhand.
Okay. All right. So for the offhand, the sickle is a hit for a total of 5 damage. Now let me I'm going to change your dagger attack real quick, and we'll call it dagger dash offhand. Whoops. Because in D&D 5e, when you're using your offhand, you still get your to hit bonus, but you lose your modifier for damage on the offhand. That's sort of like the penalty in 5e anyway. But there are some other ways that you can kind of get that back later on too. So if you're a fighter or something like that, then you could take two-handed, two weapon fighting or something. So let's see that offhand attack. Your dagger offhand. I've got it all hashed out for you now. Nice hit. Wow, double hit. Now when you roll your damage, you'll see that there won't be any modifier. There you go. Perfect. Max damage. Very nice.
And I'll hold my ground.
Couple of the rib bones on that skeleton fall off of it as you hit it with your sword and your dagger, so things in pretty bad shape. It's seen better days even in life. Huh. Next, golden trinkets.
Right then.
Don't mind me.
That skeleton that comes rolling over to my feet, I kind of nudge it to the side.
Remember what Chili did in our very first game as me DMing? Remember what Chili did when that hobgoblin was decapitated and he kicked the head, and it actually, we did a to hit roll and it actually hit something? That was pretty funny. I remember that. That was in the first game I ever DM'd. I was like, all right, sure, let's see if that thing hits.
Sometimes the dice love you.
Yeah. They're loving me tonight. I don't think I've even missed yet. I just jinxed myself. I better knock on wood.
So anyway, I step to the side, take a dramatic James Bond pose as I point my crystal pistol at this other skeleton next to Nas and fire away.
You sort of like wearing like a glitter cannon, like your piece of art you drew for glitter, and you do your pelvic thrust and a magic missile comes out or some shit, or a eldritch blast comes out of the strap-on that you're wearing. This is a PG-13. Yeah, she drew in our Titan's Grave game, we had a player called Glitter, and they drew a piece of art, and she had like a strap-on with because she loved these glitter cannons. She was a performer, and these glitter cannons would shoot out glitter, so I kind of got that idea from that. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah. I just totally digress. So you hit with your Eldritch Blast. It's a nice hit, actually. Is for a 22. Let's see what kind of damage that does. Very nice. The skeleton explodes. The skeleton that's right in front of Nas. All right, so you can take any movement you want. and we'll move on to Markish.
I'll round him a little bit, and then continue attacking with the Warhammer.
Mr. Tactics. I like it. That's a nice hit. 5 damage. Skeleton's heavily damaged.
That'll be it for me. I'll pass.
Jaw comes flying off of it. Skeleton turns and attacks you with its short sword. Wow, look at that. It does a pelvic thrust and hits you right in the stomach with its boner. Oh, sorry, that was just absolutely bad. Yeah, especially coming from a skeleton. You did take a total of 4 piercing damage from the boner. Sorry about that. Just don't mind me. All right, Kalash.
Okay. After being gored quite heavily, my eyes are gonna start glowing red with anger. I'm gonna drop my shield, pick up, draw out my axe, and move my hex onto it and attack it ferociously with as much velocity as I can muster.
Wow, that almost gave me a boner with that description. That was good.
So I'm going to attack with my inspiration.
And I'm only wearing my Dartford FC scarf. That's why I'm not streaming tonight. 23, because I'm just kind of sitting here in my scarf.
And I'm going to use a spell slot to give myself Divine Smite.
Wow, you're like going all out on this. 23 is a hit with advantage. Oh my goodness, very nice.
And then with my offhand, I'm going to use inspiration again to attack with my axe.
That's another hit, 14.
And again, because I'm quite upset the way it gored me, like the way it did, I'm going to use another spell slot and do another Divine Smite.
I know not to gore you anymore. Nice job. You've
that's me spent.
Yeah, you've done like 30 damage, 32 damage to that thing. Very nice. All right, so the Minotaur, I mean, you really have. You've almost taken this thing out. Well, not almost, but you've about halfway killed it. It kind of puts its back against the wall, and it takes its huge, gleaming great axe, and it attacks you.
Bring it on.
Wow. I just put plus 41 in the adjustment box. I think I should probably try. I should probably change that. You would have shit if I would have rolled that. All right, so you get hit with a 17 versus armor class.
Okay.
Kel? Any reactions or anything like that? Shield or
yeah,
anything?
I've got a reaction. I'm going to use a Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, 2d8. I think it needs a saving throw first, right? Dex saving throw or something like that. Give it to me. Ooh, look at that. This thing's got good saving throws against you, Kel. It was successful. I think it still takes half damage, doesn't it? From Hellish Rebuke?
I'm just checking.
Yeah, it still takes half damage.
Ooh, 13. Still takes half damage from the successful save. But then
let's see how much damage I take.
Yeah. Let's see how much damage you take. As I rolled pretty bad, actually, for 2d12. So you take a total of 10 damage. I need to add one more.
I'm glad that was so
to
bad.
Your damage. me too, because I would have hated to take you out. All right, so let's go ahead and go to... let's go. Roland, you're up now. See if you can do something to this.
All right, since he stepped away a little bit, I'm going to move around to the top of him.
Ooh.
And give another swing with my great axe.
His great axe is shinier than yours. You do notice that. It has some inscriptions and stuff. It's a miss. You got an
Apparently it
inspiration.
is.
I'll let you use your inspiration if you want to
Yeah, I'll
re-roll
go ahead and
that.
use it.
All right. You know how to take it off your character sheet?
No, I do not.
All right. When you click on the main tab, up top, there's little radio bubbles that have an INSP. Yep, you just uncheck it. And the little yellow stars up on your portrait in the top left-hand corner, that tells you how many inspirations you have. And you're only supposed to have one, but I house rule it to where you can have 3, so... Because I can do what I want. It's my game. Oh, a hit. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a close one. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. That was an inspiration well spent, Roland. Nice job. 4 damage to the Minotaur skeleton. All right, let's go to round 3, and Omi, it's back up to you, spoons and all.
Come on, Omi. Use them spoons and finish it off.
The Spoon the World Tour. He's moving in for the kill after everybody's beat the shit out of the skeleton for 20 minutes.
I see Marcus could use a little help with the skeleton, so I draw and attack it.
It's hobbling on like one leg and got one arm left. Yeah, you're a tough guy. Nice hit. 24. The skeleton hobbling on one leg. Very nice. Oh, look at that. The kill stealer. Skeleton 1 is incapacitated. It just shatters like glass. Bone shards go everywhere.
There you go, Marcus. Now you can get the big one.
Oh, nice. Love how he nominates you for that. Take any other movement you want to, man, and we'll go to Nas. You got that skeleton off of you now, Nas. Clear sailings.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop my sickle and dagger and pull out my short bow and gain sneak attack from the adjacent characters on it.
I like that. Don't forget, when you hit level 3, your sneak attack damage goes up too. Oh!
No, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Sure, go for it.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god.
Snake eyes. Bad luck.
You know, I can only recall, Nas, that happening like one other time in 6 years of playing D&D 5e. I can only remember that happening one time. Yeah.
You're part of an exclusive club now.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Welcome to the club. All right, so let's go ahead and take any movement you want, Nas, and we'll go to golden trinkets.
I will stay positioned where I'm at, so that way I can, if it doesn't go down, I can still get a shot from here.
Yeah.
Okay, and never putting down my pistol crystal.
The pistol crystal?
Yeah, at the monitor.
What was your weird scientist name in the Deadlands game when we played?
Dr. Folly.
That reminded me of Dr. Folly, Vay.
Yeah,
with your
I love Dr. Folly.
Pistol crystal. Yeah, we got to play some Savage Worlds Deadlands again. That was fun.
Yeah. So for my trinket there in that game, or device, was an armband.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the trappings. You can have your spell come out any way you want. You know, if you want it to come out as a fire-breathing dragon, you can, or like a venomous spitting snake, because it does the same missile damage anyway. So I like the trappings in Deadlands. Well, in Savage Worlds. All right, so your attack. Wow, that was actually pretty bad too. That was a 3 plus 5 for 8, missing the Minotaur. Markish, what say you?
I'll be running up to engage the Minotaur. I'm going to run up to the north, though, next to Roland and...
Okay. I'm missing the Zombie Apocalypse game, too, Vay. I miss that game.
And I will I'll give it a good old swing again.
Give it the old college try.
Oh, shit. That's right.
I'm going to be playing some Savage Worlds on Sunday if you guys want to play. I'll give you guys... first dibs on it. I'm just going to turn the stream on and say, hey, anybody want to play some Savage Worlds? But I'll give you guys priority. So That's a miss.
It is. I turned.
That's like a couple misses in a row. Let's see if Kel-Ash can continue it. You gonna play some Savage Worlds on Sunday, Kel?
What sort of time are you starting?
It's gonna be Pathfinder. I don't know. Probably in the afternoon. It'll probably be, I don't know, 5 o'clock. It might be a little bit late your time, maybe 10 or 11 p.m. your time.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
that's about good for me because that's when like all the kids are in bed and.
How many kids you got?
5. And
you got 5 kids? Wow. You've got a gaggle of children over there. Holy cow.
Yeah.
He's got the potent pecker. I love it. What do you got? Girls and boys, or all boys, or all girls? I'm curious.
2 girls, 3 boys. And
how old are
granddaughter.
Oh my God, a granddaughter? Oh my
20, 21, 19, 18, 16, and 7.
Oof.
And that coming up to 2-year-old granddaughter.
Big gap on the 7 and 8, 17. Yeah. Ooh. My son's almost 20 in about less than 3 months. Boy, man, I didn't know.
Time for you to be a granddad then.
Fuck that. No way, dude.
It can happen any day.
Easy, Vay. Easy.
Okay, I'm going to attack him with my Warhammer to start with.
Wow, you know, I didn't know you had kids as old as my son. I thought you were a young buck, Cal.
No, in my 40s.
Oh, same here. I'm 44. Nice hit. The skeleton minotaur goes down.
Missing.
You had that skeletal minotaur's number, Kel. You know that? You totally just beat the shit out of that thing in like 2 rounds.
He gored me. I might not have wailed at him quite as much and used quite as many spell slots. If you
did burn some slots. You did gore you. That's for sure. All right, so the
fiery deep rage came out.
It did. It came out. That's the warlock in you. Hey, do you got some warlock in you? Do you want some?
At which point, I think I may do some healing on myself.
That might be a good thing. So you guys are out of combat, and over here in this chamber that continues north, there is another stairwell that goes down about another 20 feet. And you can see that it opens up into a larger room also. Nice job on that. Nice job on that encounter.
Yeah, well done.
Nice job there, Kel. I've never seen anyone hit quite that hard before. Here, have a healing potion. They hand you a healing potion.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll neck it.
I think I've seen
eyes.
Madame Fiona hit someone that hard before.
Yeah, I think that one was past its expiration date.
That's what Omi gets for kills stealing that skeleton from you. The double snake eyes. Well, double snake eyes would be 4-1, so we'll just say snake eyes.
I'm going to do a lay on hands on myself as well.
Sure.
Hey guys, that axe that the big guy was wielding is pretty special.
How special?
Had a glow to
Magical even.
Yeah, I'll need you to go ahead and take off my sneak attack effect. Since I wasn't able to get the attack on it.
Sure.
You guys want me to take the lead again and scout ahead?
Yeah, you want to check it out?
If no one else has yet, I'll giving Golden Trinkets her recent announcement. I'll pick up the axe and take a look at it.
Sure, no problem. How about you guys take a 1 hour break? Well, an hour rest. And you find out that the axe is a +1 grade axe, and we'll take a quick 2-minute break, and I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right.
I'm going to pick my shield up as well.
All right. So, back to the game. Mm-hmm.
If nobody's going to use that great axe, I'll go ahead and take it.
I pity the fool.
Yeah, I painted a fool. Yeah, during your short rest there, you were able to determine whoever was checking out the axe is a great axe +1. So,
Don't you still need identify to do that?
No, you don't. No, not if. Usually, you can identify an item. Anything that's like a common item, you can basically ascertain what the properties are during a rest. Now, if it's something more rare or like an artifact or something,
Depends on the quality of the item.
I would either do an identify check, or maybe an arcane roll, or maybe even having to find a scholar in a large town or something like that. That would be some good RP there. But not with just a common great axe. No, you can find what that is in an hour break. So the great axe. Who would like to have the great axe, and I'll assign it to your character sheet.
The only person that's asked for it.
Roland.
Sounds like a roll. Wow, welcome, Roland. First game, magic item. Wow.
Hey, maybe you'll hit something next time. Shots fired. Shots fired.
So far,
Shots
I've got
fired
the
big
spoon.
time.
Yeah, that thing looks like it weighs just about as much as me, so you can have it, Roland.
What is its weight in spoons? No, that would be sort of like guessing the marbles in a big glass jar, right?
In spoon equivalents.
Yeah. All right, Roland. So the axe has already been added to your sheet, and you can sell your old axe once you get back to town for half money. Basically, I do half vendor. So, congratulations, you got a +1 axe. Very nice.
Woohoo! Let's hit something this time.
That's what I know. All right. So, for checking out the rest of those niches, give me a D10 roll, Mrs. Golden Trinkets. And then multiply that by 10.
50.
50? So you get 50 gold. We'll say 60 gold to split amongst everybody. I'll go ahead and divide that. There you go. Everybody's had 10 gold added to their character sheet. Isn't that a pretty awesome feature with Fantasy Grounds? God, makes your job easy as players. Makes my job easy too, because I can just assign it. All right.
Getting spoiled.
Makes it harder to cheat.
I know. Yeah, exactly. The next time you go and play around the table, you're going to be like, how do I calculate my to hit again? How do I calculate? Oh, you mean I actually have to add my gold to my character sheet? Oh, man. My DM usually adds it for me. Everybody will give you the same look that the Minotaur gave Omi, I think. Was it Omi?
Well, 5th edition is pretty much taking a lot of that out of the equation anyway, so.
Yeah.
Really
You
dumbed
could
it
always
down
use
for you.
what is it? Forged Anvil character generator, I think is what it's called.
I've
Tracks
never
all
heard
that
of that
stuff.
one. No, I've never heard. Is it a web page, or is it an actual program?
It's an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, wow, I've never seen that one. Wow. Is it for 5e or?
Yeah, that's 5e.
Oh, wow, that's cool. All right.
Well, Fiddle, do you want to check on ahead again?
Sure. I'll go ahead and scout up ahead.
All right. Yeah, when you get up to when you climb down those stairs, you can hear the water dripping. You can hear it hitting off of the. Okay. All of the droplets of water bouncing off of the rim of your hat. You can see that there's a door at the base of the stairwell. About 15 feet in front of you, there's a door. And catty corner to your left across the chamber, as this is a huge chamber again, it's 30 feet deep and about 60 feet wide, 50 feet wide. There's another corridor that travels just out of your dark vision. You can see this chambers start to dive deeper into the earth.
All right. Well, keep in mind eye for any traps or anything. I'm gonna go ahead and check out this door.
Okay. So when you start to move into this chamber, Nas, there are a bunch more niches. It's kind of the theme in this place, right? There's niches about halfway down on the wall. It's not actually the entire wall, but you can see the squares that are kind of outlined in chalk to where this room hasn't really been fully finished yet. Or maybe they're just kind of burrowing the niches out of the wall as they need them. But there's only niches on the wall from about the halfway mark down to the floor. But on the top of, towards the corner of where the wall meets the ceiling, you can see that there's like a wooden plank that goes all the way around the oddly shaped room that you're standing in. And it's like a shelf. And this shelf has hundreds and hundreds of skulls on this shelf. And it feels like they're all looking down at you. But everything is... This is an old room as well because there's dust and spider webs that are hanging off of this shelf. But you can definitely tell that these are skeletons, and there's probably about 100 of them that are lining that shelf that goes around the entire wall. You know, the entire barrier of the walls. Right? Yep, just skulls, yeah. But there are niches, like I said, and all of the niches, the skulls are missing, and it's just the rest of the corpse.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
Are the skeletons wearing any clothes, or are they just naked skeletons?
Some of them are, but a lot of this is also an old room, so a lot of the clothing has kind of rotted and decayed over time, just kind of fallen off of the skeletons. But there's a lot of clothing inside of the niches, yes.
So I'm assuming he kind of waved us forward. He didn't see any danger.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything yet, but
I'm gonna walk into the room then.
Okay. So Nas and okay, so let's see, Kel, Mark, Nas, and Omi. Seeing that you four in the room, why don't you four give me a perception check? Nice rolls. Omi, right about where you're standing, kind of glance over at the wall, and you can see that there's an inscription under the dust and the cobwebs, and you wipe it away as the web kind of like breaks, and a bunch of dust settling on the web falls on the ground and kind of splatters. You see something written in an old, archaic common. And it says, "A question speak you, an answer will these departed." Yoda's in the room, basically.
Hey,
"A question you speak."
Hey, golden trinkets, take a look at this.
Yes, it says, "A question speak you, an answer will these departed."
Oh.
So what do you think that means? For an inspiration, what do you think that means?
So ask it a question.
Well, you don't want to waste a good question.
Oh, did it have a time limit on it, or?
I have no idea.
It doesn't say in the inscription if there's a timer on it.
Per customer?
I don't know. That's something you may have to check out. That's something you may need to figure out. "A question speak you, an answer with these departed, young one."
So has Omi or Golden Trinkets told the rest of the group about this at all?
Well,
Guys,
I'm
hey,
sure
cool.
you guys are all
Are they talking
standing
amongst
together.
themselves?
Yeah, you can hear each other. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a plaque over here, guys, that says, it reads, "A question speak you, And answer will these departed.
I'm going to say, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, it could
So-
mean that if you ask a question, you'll be dead like these guys.
When you say that, Markish, you can hear a couple of the skulls clicking up on the shelf above you, and the skull answers, "We will answer your questions!"
Holy shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
so-
I want some of those skulls.
So you asked a question, and the skulls answered it. Oh, I love it. Marcus was like,
And-
"Holy shit!"
In response to that, Fiddlenaz turns towards the skulls. What has been bringing these dead to life down here?
We don't know what you're talking about.
Where's the treasure room?
All over the place. I remember when these catacombs were built, that much treasure was brought in here with the dead.
Womp womp.
What do skeletons say before dining?
I don't know. What do they say?
Bon appetit.
A couple of the skulls laugh so hard they fall off of the shelf and shatter as they hit the floor.
Well, maybe you should perform here on me.
Yeah, I got a pretty good audience here. Why not? Here's another one. Why are skeletons so calm?
Hey, this guy's pretty funny. Why?
Because nothing gets under their skin.
Couple more skeletons fall off. They shatter
So it
as
looks
they
like
hit the floor.
Omi's found an audience that won't throw him out of the place, finally.
I guess you guys better ask your questions before I do any more. There's not
One-
going to be any of these left.
One skeleton says, "Well, hey there, do another joke. We haven't heard any of these for ages. No pun intended."
All right, guys, one more. What instrument do skeletons play?
What?
Spoons.
What instrument? Wow.
The trombone. Dun, dun.
Marcus continues to just shake his head in disbelief.
Oh, please stop this, please.
I make it do a drum roll with the spoon.
As the Price is Right bong just went off, that was great.
Starting to worry about my commission and royalties now from the Spoon the World tour.
There's going to be none. The only people finding him funny are dead skulls. So
That's like his nightly audience, though, Marcus.
he didn't get arrested or thrown out of this place, but it's only a matter of time, and they're all dead. And all
We know we know what he's going to be doing now.
Present that remark.
Maybe
Ooh,
you should take one with you.
Hey, Dave, I gotta
sure.
bounce for about 15 minutes. I gotta go and take out a dog real quick.
No problem, man. We'll
Hey,
be here.
Skulls, how many questions can we ask?
A question speak you, and answer we will these departed.
How many questions?
You've used more than what the module said, so we'll give you one more question.
I thought that might be important to ask.
One of the skeletons says, "We know what Omi's going to be doing with his downtime days now. Coming down here."
What's through this door?
He's going to be starting to promote his Spoon the Dead tour now.
Guys, we only get one more question from these things. Make it good.
Yeah, make it good. You only got one more question.
Maybe we can come back and let you guys have a decent question to ask. Will that door? I'm going to look at. I don't want to ask this out loud, but has anyone tried to open that door?
Not yet.
Yeah, Fiddle,
yeah.
you want to check out that door?
I think Fiddle's AFK. He'll be
Okay.
AFK for a couple of minutes. This is a beautiful door, though. The quality of this is no stone door. It is a beautiful oak door with like a gold trim around the door. This is a high. I mean, this is an expensive door. This is definitely no IKEA door, that's for sure.
Hey, golden trinkets. Too bad this thing's not smaller. When you like to add this to your trinkets.
Tie that on to her.
Well, I like to put that on my house.
Surf on a Zelda style.
And maybe
Ooh.
when we clear this out, I'll bring the wheelbarrow down here.
The wheelbarrow. I'm waiting for a character to... no, we had a wheelbarrow, didn't we, Vay? In a game a long time ago. What was that guy from Greece?
No, you guys.
We called him...
One of them had like a cart. They pulled all the shit around.
Yeah, it was we called him the Grecian Hammer. That was it. His name was the Grecian Hammer, and he kept every time they were going unconscious, he would put them in the cart and pull them around the damn dungeon until they awoke.
Yeah.
Oh God! And
Sounds
remember,
handy.
yeah, and the funny thing is. We were using tokens and dynamic lighting in the walls and dynamic lighting. So he kept getting the cart stuck. And it was so funny. And he kept saying, that because he had a Greek accent as well. And he kept saying, the damn cart is stuck. So I had to help him move the cart all the time. It was so funny. Oh, that was good. I think that was that was an old homebrew game that I had done. Or no, I think that might have been Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle. Way back in the day. All right, so what are you guys doing as we digress? Sorry about that.
All right, I'll inspect the door and see if check it for traps or anything.
Sure. Give me a good luck. Give me a perception roll, Mr. Spooner.
I lean up against the door and start tapping spoons gently against the door while listening.
You're playing it off perfect, and yeah, everything looks good to you.
Is the door locked?
No, the door's actually not locked. You just open it up.
I'll go ahead and open it up and take a peek in.
Okay. You hear a click, and a fireball blows up in your face. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah!
They wouldn't do that to a level 1 character. However, I would. But as you open up the door, there's a slight hallway, and then it looks like it opens up into like a throne room. And there is a beautifully dressed... Yeah, sure, no problem. There is a beautifully dressed, mummified figure that is sitting on a throne that is inlaid with ivory and semi-precious stones. That's kind of sitting on a raised dais. And the mummy is holding a golden dagger in its right hand and a scale in its left, like a balance. And what really catches your eye about this is floating over the head of the mummy is a crown of gold and tarnished silver that is floating. It appears to be floating above its head. And inside of this small chamber, about 30 feet by 20 feet deep, is just strewn with cobwebs everywhere.
Okay,
Guys,
detect magic.
Are you seeing this?
I see it.
I think
That
we might.
looks like a trap.
I think we might need to wait for Fiddle Nas to come back from dropping his deuce for this one.
How about we just send him forward while he's out?
Just play his character for him and set him into the mouth
walks
of the
forward and set
giant.
off every trap. That's what we do. Yeah.
While we just push it through.
Just push him through like Weekend at Bernie's, right?
Okay, it's detect
Good
magic.
stuff. Okay, you cast Detect Magic. Nothing glows. Except for of course, the equipment that your companions are carrying. Potions, scrolls, axes, goggles.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna draw my axe.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of that, I'm going to drop a deuce. I almost thought you were going to say that. Sorry. Yes, Golden Trinkets. I'm sorry about that.
I guess I look confused at that floating crown above his head.
Yes. And it's covered with cobwebs. And like I said, the crown is a gold and tarnished silver. And he's sitting in this ivory throne that is inlaid with all kinds of, looks like precious stones. And he's holding a golden dagger in his right hand.
Does that floating crown? There's no magic involved here. Maybe it's a tiny. Maybe it's held up and it's spinning on a cobweb.
Could be. Can you go check it out?
You want me to check it out, guys?
I could mage hand in there.
Oh,
Ooh.
What's Mage Hand?
I cast mage hand,
Okay, poof.
and you see a phantom hand appear in front of me.
That's cool. I need to learn how to do that.
Not
It
another
shoots you
set
the
of
bird.
spoons.
It shoots you the bird, Golden Trinkets.
Can it play spoons?
It does as you say that, it does a thumbs down.
Oh,
I guess not.
I think he can, but he doesn't want to.
oh, man. I bet if I casted it, it would.
Well, of course, because you probably would have told that hand the next time that you cast it, you better say that you can click some spoons, damn you. So your mage hand appears. Your spectral mage hand. Giving the thumbs down to the Spoon the World tour. To
So I
Spoon
propel
Man.
it into the room and right up against the mummies. And it reaches out to the crown and tries to stop it from spinning.
Well, it's not spinning. It's just kind of looks like it's just floating above the head of the mummy. Yeah. Now you can. Are you grabbing it? I mean, you can grab it. I mean, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna bump it and see if it moved.
Okay. When you bump it, it falls to the ground, and all of a sudden, lightning shoots out all throughout the room and even travels out into the chamber where you're standing about 20 feet. It was a massive lightning trap. And lightning just crawls like spiders in Path of Exile all over the place, all over the walls, all over the ceiling, comes out of the chamber and engulfs everybody. So everybody give me a dexterity saving throw as everyone is consumed in lightning.
You want straight dex?
Dexterity saving throw, yep. Oh, nice rolls, guys. We'll give Nas a pass because he's taking the dog out for a deuce. Actually, Marcus, you're okay. You're back far enough. You don't have to worry about it because you would have actually failed your check. So let's go ahead. Looks like Omi and Roland, you two failed your saving throw. So let's give you a little bit of lightning damage as everybody is consumed with this. So if you failed it, okay, so why did my damage not? I guess I didn't do it in the chat. You'll have to pardon me. This is my first time using Fantasy
Welcome
Grounds.
to Fantasy Grounds. Eh?
Yeah, right? So if you failed your saving throw, you'll take 5 damage. If you made your saving throw, you'll take a whole whopping 2 damage. So you guys can add that to your sheet. 2 if you passed your saving, if you made your saving throw, and then 5 if you failed. So everybody gets a slight jolt. Not too bad for a 2d8. And then as your spectral hand is in the room, the crown falls to the floor, and it's definitely a metallic crown because you hear it kind of rattling around on the ground as it hits. Well, at least you triggered that trap, right? there was a mechanical trap.
We should be able to freely inspect the dagger and everything now.
Just think how bad it would have been if we were right there. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
Do you want to try to loosen the dagger too, but let us stand back first?
Let's pull that crown in here. I'll let the hand bring the crown to us.
Okay. The spectral, it's not 8 pounds, so it looks pretty nice, actually. Looks like it's probably worth about 250 golden trinkets. But as you kind of look at it, you can start to see all of the lightning scorch marks and stuff like that, so it looks like it's definitely not worth as much as it was. So it looks like it's probably going to be worth about 50 gold now. But at one point, it was actually, before the trap went off, it was actually worth quite a bit. A lot of the gems and stuff were basically melted right out of it. So it's worth about 50 gold.
Melted gems, huh? Wow. That's cheap plastic gems. You can't get good gems anymore.
Yeah, it said made in Waterdeep.
I'm gonna
Lion Shield Coster. Okay, you put it on your head? Absolutely. Nothing happens. You just have a horribly discolored crown on your head now. It's sort of like a...
I look around at everyone and smile.
If no one objects, I'll go in and kind of check things out.
Okay, sure. You head inside of the room.
Stay in my corner.
Well, considering what just came out of there, I wouldn't have object to you going in.
I'll walk in and just kind of observe the room and maybe take a better look at that dagger he's holding on to.
Okay, give me an investigation check as you're looking around at the mummy and the throne and all that stuff. Yeah, you see the dagger. That's pretty much what you see. And the dagger, you could just pull the dagger right out.
Does it look as though it would be able to come out of wherever it is?
Yeah, it's probably worth about. It's not worth much. It doesn't even have a blade on it. It's basically just a decorative dagger.
Bladeless dagger?
Yeah, well, it shows a blade, but the blade isn't sharpened. It's basically just for ornamentation. And it's probably worth about 12 gold worth. It's got about 12 gold worth of plating over the soft metal.
So I'll look at that, I'll grab it, and then kind of hefting its weight in my hand and realizing that it's pretty damn useless. I'll chuck it over towards golden trinkets and tell her, looks like this belongs in your coat.
Oh, more shinies.
There's a lot of other. Remember, like I was saying, as you guys were looking at the throne, there was a bunch of semi-precious stones that are inlaid into this throne, and it looks like there's probably about 200 gold worth of gems inlaid into this throne.
Does it seem as though they're able to come out?
Somebody with a sleight of hand type of skill set would be useful for this, because it looks like if you just start shoving a dagger into all these slots that are carved into the throne, it looks like you'll probably damage the stones and hurt their value.
What you looking at in there, Marcus?
Well, there's nothing much other than some rocks, some shiny rocks. It looks like the old, your manager seems to be quite fascinated with them. Then I'll walk out.
You know what? I think those gems would come out really well with a spoon.
Are you kidding me?
Sure, you can give me a try. Roll a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
I
Go.
had mentioned that I was going to try to pull one out.
Oh, okay, I'll
Okay.
wait for golden trinkets to try to pull one.
Sure.
So I put away the decorative dagger, pulled out my good dagger that I've had for a while. Know that it's very good, nice
Okay.
and sharp and strong.
So give me a investigation check as you're looking around this this throne also. Yeah, somebody's definitely going to need a skill set to pull those gems out. Now,
Well, I mean, I do.
yeah, you got like thieves' tools or something like that you could
Yeah.
use.
I have these
Okay.
tools and sleight of hand.
All right, that's good. So, as you're looking around the throne, on the back side of the throne, you see that there is a secret compartment, and the secret compartment was not trapped or anything like that. And it was a box of weights. They were basically like bars of silver acting as weights. And seeing that you have this skill set with thieves' tools and whatnot, you were able to follow some sprockets and some gears and some wires from the bottom of the throne to the wall, through little rings, up the wall, into the spider webs, and then you could see a couple of hooks where this crown was being balanced, looking like it was like magically floating. So when you took the crown off of the hooks, it basically set the trap off.
I have an
And
aha
this-
moment and kind of face palm.
Aha!
What's wrong there, golden trinkets? Don't look
Well-
happy.
Yeah, I found the trap that I've already set off, though.
The silver bars are worth some money. Yeah. Silver bars are probably worth about 100 gold. So between the gems and the silver bars and the crown, you got about 300 gold, a maximum possibility of about 350 gold here. But the only trick is you got to get these gems out. So
All right. Well, I set the other valuables to the side, or hand them both to Omi,
okay.
and kind of pull up my sleeves, get ready to extract this gem.
Put your little bifocal on so you can start looking. All right, so let's see. Sleight of hand check to dislodge the gem. One gem pops right out. There's a total of we'll say that there's a total of 4 different areas where you're popping gems out. So first
Okay.
area, you get the gems out. The second area, let's see. And you have inspiration as well if you'd like to use that. Or you could give her inspiration so she doesn't break the gems. It's up to you guys. So the second cluster of gems.
I'd love
Let's see
to
how
inspire
golden
you
trinkets-
this on golden trinkets, but unfortunately,
Ooh.
all my
Okay.
inspiration went in killing the minotaur.
She can have my inspiration. I've got one.
You know what,
Oh,
Kalash?
I'll hand it over.
I'll give you an inspiration, Kalash, because you basically single-handedly destroyed that skeletal minotaur, which was actually a challenge rating 2 creature, by the way. You basically
Thank you very much.
destroyed that thing. I'll give you an inspiration.
Oh,
Second cluster of gems.
Okay, I'll
Pulled
use
out
that inspiration
successfully.
on the next area for golden trinkets then.
Okay.
all right, there goes the third.
The
one.
third cluster.
And I'll give her
More gems.
I'll give her an inspiration for the last one.
I was going to say, Omi's like sitting on like
Sweet.
maximum inspirations, being
Yeah,
quiet
I just
over there.
noticed that.
He's like pulling his collar, sweating and stuff like that.
Ooh, that was low.
DC was actually a 13 I was looking for.
Oh,
So you
barely.
almost, a couple of the gems you can feel they're starting to stress a little bit, but you kind of calm down, get your breath, and then you pop them out. So you have these gems. So you have a couple of 100 gold worth of gems. You have 100 gold worth of silver bars. And you also have a crown worth 50. So a total of 350 gold. And I'll just go ahead and put that actually in the inventory as 350 gold. Unless somebody wants the crown, then you can have it. Anybody want the crown? Or do you just want to save vendor it? Okay.
Asks for it.
All right.
No, I'm good.
So go ahead and add a tarnished golden crown to your inventory. And
Can't we just say antique?
sure, antique crown. I like that better. It's got a nice patina on it.
Sounds a little better, yeah.
All right, so everybody gets a total of 50 gold pieces more. Very nice.
That crown goes good with your hair golden trinkets. Nice choice.
Oh, well, thank you. I kind of like it.
Just think if you had Cassett here. Boy, would she be saying, I'm telling Doom Guide Glandon. Oh, you guys probably would have killed her by now anyway. Oh, yeah, Doom Guide.
As they were...
A zombie got her.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
my
go
God, I'm sorry. No, go for it. I was just goofing off.
As they were doing that, I was gonna check down this hallway.
Sure.
Just take a look, see what I could see.
Yeah. It looks like it's another burial chamber, Markish. So as you peek around the corner, everybody's putting their coins into their pockets. Looks like another burial chamber with a bunch of different chambers, obviously. Some of the doors are opened, and it looks like this place is actually in really bad shape. A lot of rubble in the middle of the room. Several of the doors are broken off of the hinges. Several doors are actually missing. And it looks like this area is like the other catacombs with the, these sort of like little rooms. But one major difference that you notice. Remember all of the other previous frescoes that were inside of these little chambers were depicting scenes of pleasant everyday life? Well, these are the absolute opposite. These are nightmares. And in one of these crypts, you see that there's 3 very young children, and you can see 3, skeletons that are child size. And this fresco is basically posing these 3 very young children, and it looks like they're on top of this man, a grown man in like the full mount position, and it seems like they're all choking him out, strangling him. In another one of these chambers, it portrays a small mob of 5 individuals that are holding up a skeleton man in a chair, and it looks like they're pouring something in it from a chamber pot over his head. And, basically over his head, his mouth is tilted, his head is tilted back with his mouth open. So it looks like it's actually kind of reversed, where the skeletons are actually committing these crimes. Definitely not the scenes of everyday pleasant life that you had seen before. Then there's lots of piles of dirt and rubble all over the room.
Does it look as though the doors, you said some of them are broken, does it look as though they are able to be opened?
There's a couple other doors, and they just open right up, and there's other scenes of crime. There's one where you could see like a skeleton hiding behind, and you can see the head of the skeleton kind of peering around like a drape, and then someone drinking out of a goblet, and they're holding their throat with one hand as they're dropping the goblet, maybe as they're being poisoned. So that's one scene. And then the scenes with the kids strangling someone, and then the small mob basically pouring this hot looks like a smelting chamber pot that they're dumping down someone's throat. Quite creepy.
Is this like
All
maybe a place where they buried more of their violent criminals or something?
No, I don't. It could be. That's what it may be. It may look
my
like.
guess is, I mean, the older a civilization, typically the more barbaric they are. Perhaps this being further down indicates that the nature that this town once was.
Yeah. And
That's so cool. We have one question left.
Sure. What is your question, Golden Trinkets?
No, I was just telling the guys that.
Right.
It definitely looked like this place has been destroyed and ransacked. Because you're kind of looking around and all of the little niches that are inside of these chambers are all empty.
Right.
And then there's some small little personal trinkets and whatnot, but nothing of any value. But it looks like this has definitely been ransacked.
Hey, Golden Trinkets, you see anything magical in here?
Oh, good question. I'll cast Detect Magic.
Definitely not.
Well, is Fiddle Nas back?
Yeah, I'm back.
I don't see anything, guys.
Welcome
Well,
back.
Fiddle Nas, you want to check out this new passage here and see see if we can find anything?
Yeah, I'm right on it.
Yeah, it's traveling north. And then there's also a chamber that also cuts off to the east. Now, as you get to the chamber that cuts off to the east, straight ahead of you, you can see that the chamber opens up. And then it kind of looks like it's like a dirt flooring. And then you can see a couple of mausoleums that are standing. Small mausoleums, that is. Like crypts.
Anyone up for some traveling spoon music?
Shut your mouth.
No, I'm good.
What is this traveling spoon music you speak of?
Don't.
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
I love it.
I start to pull out the spoons, but then I see Markish give me the evil eye, so I kind of slowly put them back in my pocket.
That's actually.
So I'm looking to Fiddle Nas to see what we're up to here.
I just shrug.
The chamber to the east kind of turns, has a kind of like a wicked turn that kind of goes from east to like a northeast, and then you can actually see that it turns again.
No, it looks like we got a passage to my right here, and then further down goes into some kind of like crypt, mausoleum type of style.
Yeah.
Mausoleums?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Straight ahead to the north. Yeah.
Good loot in those things, right? Maybe we should check those out.
All right, that sounds good. Check out the north one. Little nuts.
All right.
Could have a skeleton come out of it and attack us, of course, but surely there's something good in there.
I'll continue just to be 15 feet behind.
This has been a nice little dungeon grinder, hasn't it? We haven't done one of these in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Nas, as you get to the end of the hall, and you look into this huge room, it's about nearly 75, 80 feet wide, and it goes back until it's out of your darkness vision, your dark vision. And it looks like a little mini subterranean city where it's just nothing but a bunch of fancy crypts. And they're all modeled and made to look like surface homes or other buildings. But of course, they're not the same size. They're like little mini-me buildings. They're about a third of the size, or 2/3 of the size of what a real house would be, or maybe like a Fletcher's building or a smithy. And then from your left, it kind of catches your ear as you kind of look to the left, and you can hear some sounds of scratching and scraping. Or maybe it's to your right as you kind of look to the right. And then you look back to your left and you hear the same sounds that are scratching. And you hear several different kind of echoing
immediately pull out
throughout
my
the chamber. Okay.
We might have something up ahead here. Be prepared.
What is like a gnome city in there?
It could be. It could be a gnome city. It would be perfect for a gnome. Perfect size. It'd be full size for a gnome. So, as you look north, as you guys get into the room and you look north, you can see that there's another wall about another 10 or 20 foot past where you see on the map. Now, Nas, as you're moving in, you notice to the left-hand side there is a small chamber or a small entrance, and there's a door at the end of this short little, I'd say about 10 foot, and it doesn't even look like it's not a finely polished tunnel or corridor like you're in. This is like it's been cut out of the wall, and it's about 10 feet deep, and then there's a shoddy wooden door there.
All right, I'm going to stealthily come up to the area, seeing how I've heard noise coming from the left side, but some from the right.
All right. Marcus, you can also see the small corridor. All right, now as you're taking advantage of the darkness, now who's blind as a bat in darkness? Got a light spell up or torch or something?
I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Also, my
Dark vision for the win.
detect magic should still be up.
You don't see anything glowing as Golden Trinkets is very hastily scanning the small little miniature city. You don't see anything. But you do see several open gates on these crypts.
I'll move up to that rickety door-looking thing and make a check on it, make sure it's not trapped or anything.
I'm
Sure.
gonna look in one of these opened gates.
Yeah. You look inside Golden Trinkets in one of these catacombs, one of these little crypts, and you can see that in the walls where the bodies are stored, the compartments have been basically busted open through the plaster, and you can see bones and other rubble strewn throughout a crypt. Looks like this has already been. Looks like it's been looted already.
Aw, I was hoping to see little gnome skeletons.
No, they're normal size skeletons. Now, as you open up this door, Nas, it looks like a preparation chamber. There's a huge table in the middle. There's a bunch of tools everywhere, shelves full of tools, all kinds of clay pottery on shelves.
All right, I'll slowly make my way in, being cautious.
All right. Now, when you make your way in, to your right-hand side, which is the western wall, there is a sort of like an elevator platform where it looks like this is definitely the preparation chamber where the bodies are lowered down. And you had, I don't know, Nas, you might have been here at the entrance of the dungeon where they found the block and tackle with the ropes and the all the different levers to move this thing up and down. So this is
I start to remember knowing that something like that was probably going to be coming up.
Yeah,
from the looks of things.
yeah. This is definitely the preparation chamber. This is, all the tools, all of the different chemicals that are used to prepare the body. I mean, just tons and tons and crates of linen, bandages, and all kinds of stuff. Basically, all stuff for preparing dead bodies, preparation of the dead bodies.
Yeah, well, I'll give the room a once over and make sure there's nothing of note in here. And then any of the little chemicals for preparation, I'll get some little samples out of them and take with me.
Sure. Put on your character sheet chemicals from preparation chamber. But nothing really of any value unless you want some kind of like pliers or a couple of hammers or maybe a crowbar or something like that.
Anything good in there, Nas?
I'm not seeing anything of interest in here. It's mainly just a preparation chamber. I think it's from the area that came down with that block and tackle pulley system. This is the room it went to.
Preparation for what?
Okay.
Preparation for deterring the dead.
Deterring. I'm confused.
They
Intern.
haven't been very deterred
Interring.
so far.
Entering
Oh.
the dead.
Is this some kind of sex thing?
No, there's no, God, no.
Just talk
I
about it, guys.
whisper in her ear, it is to some people.
Oh.
Yeah, there's all kinds of swinging harnesses from the ceiling. in this room. Couple of those big old sex pillows.
Golden Trinket, did you notice anything in the crypts that might be a note? Otherwise, I don't think this area is going to be much more useful. You could probably go and check that other passageway.
Looks like somebody already banged these things open. I was hoping to see some little gnome babies or something, and they're just so cute.
There is one. There was a couple. There is one that actually has a couple of small little gnome skeletons.
Oh, back in the room.
Yeah. It says, cause of death, who gnomes? Sorry. Wah, 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 wah.
Omi opens up a little notebook and writes that one down.
Who gnomes?
Who gnomes?
That was a worm food joke, actually. That was pretty
That's
bad.
true, yeah. Missed that
He
guy.
would- Yeah, he just disappeared, as they all do, Vay. They just ride off into the sunset. All right,
there's
so you
nothing
have
to
this.
the north.
No, this is
Sorry.
just basically just old. Oh, no problem. Speak up anytime, because I love to yammer. So anytime you need to get in a gen, anytime you need to get a word in, just speak up. I'll stop. So, chamber to the east, yeah, and all those other crypts were basically all looted already and basically just ransacked. Chamber
Right,
to
we're
the
going
east.
ahead and taking my 15-foot lead from Marrakesh. I'll go ahead and start scouting ahead.
Everybody's probably saying, "Oh my God, I just saw a dice roll on the tower and I didn't see it." So, as you get to this corner, Nas, all of a sudden you hear I mean, this is loud as hell. It's a.
I immediately stop in my tracks and signal back to the group to hold my finger to my mouth to quiet. We got something up ahead.
I'll repeat the signal backwards.
The universal sign for shut the fuck up.
I'll use my middle finger. You do this. Just for Omi, though. Everyone else
Definitely-
gets the first one, and when I get to Omi, I just put up my middle one over my lip.
I love it.
Is Cal coming with us?
Yeah, I'm coming.
He's on auto follow.
He's playing World of Warcraft probably. So you can hear someone sawing major logs. I mean, someone is sleeping big time.
All right, I'm definitely going stealth and moving very quietly up and trying to hug the northern wall from me.
Oh my God, the DM, he's doing another roll in the tower. Oh my gosh, I am rolling horrible. That's a good thing for you, because as you are peering around this corner, you can also see that there are a total of 4 zombies that are kind of shuffling around. And catty corner to where you're at, you can see that there's another room, Fizz. And you can actually see a path that is on the eastern wall that kind of descends into pure darkness. And here you see, right where I have this little reddish line drawn, you can see a pair of feet that are propped up on the wall. Very small little feet. No boots on. They actually look like kobold feet, because you've encountered kobolds before. So yes, you see a kobold that is leaned back in a chair, and you hear him. He's sawing logs as loud as like an ogre would. This kobold is a very loud snorer. Now, when you peek around the corner, you can see these zombies that are kind of shuffling about a little bit, and I'll show you on the map. And you can see two of these zombies, and they're right here and right here. They're shuffling around, and that's what you see. And they're kind of bumping in. They're like Walking Dead zombies. They're kind of just aimlessly kind of walking in circles, bumping into one another, snarling.
All right, being quiet here, signal back that we've got creatures up ahead. Kind of motion like the undead kind of arms out thing.
I can imagine that.
Yeah. Arms straight ahead like boards, right?
Now I will.
Powder back and forth. Yeah.
What's he doing? Is he dancing?
What, the kobold? He's
Fizz trying to give us hand signals for undead.
Sorry,
Oh,
I always speak in character, just so you know.
Too bad we didn't have webcams. We could see what the hand signals were. That would be great.
Look over at Golden and think, I think he wants to dance with you.
Ooh, that's kind of weird.
Couple of barrels.
Go ahead
as
and
well.
Pull out my short bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and train it right on the kobold.
Okay. Now, I'll give you advantage on this, because you're going to get the element of surprise. This guy's sleeping. So, if you want to take the shot, you'll have advantage. I'll give everybody advantage. You guys, the zombies don't see you. Anything. Yes, Marcus.
I'd like to slap on protection from evil on myself.
Okay. All right. Very good. You walk right past those zombies. I love it.
And I'm going to go ahead and make a shot on the kobold, seeing how it's sleeping.
All right. Roll that with advantage. Nice hit. Precise hit. You hit him right in the underarm, leaning back.
With that and having the advantage, I'm going to utilize my sneak attack.
Absolutely. Good job. Holy shit. So nice shot. Instant death. That kobold flies back, falls backwards. You hear the chair kind of break, and then you hear the zombies. And the zombies
and I immediately hug the wall.
Okay. And the zombies look like they are going up to the corpse, and now they're starting to make a lot of noise. And you can just hear the flesh ripping off of this kobold. And then, after a couple more seconds, you see a couple more kobolds appear as you peek around the corner. So those these zombies, they came from the north. And you hear this flesh ripping. It's like they're eating the kobold.
I motioned back to the other players in my free action, or my chance here, to tell them to hold, and I ready to go ahead and cast Burning Hands on the group of them.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a stealth check as you keep kind of peering around the corner and stuff, looking at this stuff. Ooh,
what's he shooting?
Actually, one of the zombies, as you kind of look around one last time, one of the zombies sees you, and it turns around and it starts scuffling towards you with its arms outstretched and its claws. Looks like a female zombie is coming towards you. Brains. Roll initiative. Nice roll. Holy shit. Nice roll. Nice 20.
That's exactly what I rolled last time.
All right, so the kobold was being eaten, and then the zombie starts to scuffle towards you, and the other zombies also get a scent of maybe someone's cologne, probably the cologne that the Sex Panther cologne that Omi's wearing or something for the spoon tour. I don't know. Maybe the foul smell of the half-orc or something. But anyway, all of the zombies are starting to now shuffle and shamble towards you. Looks like Markish. Very nice. You're up first.
All right, so I'm going to run in and engage him.
Sure thing.
See if I can't block off the hallway for my comrades here.
Okay.
Run diagonal there. One more over. And then taking a swing.
Go for it. Oh, bad roll, buddy. But it's still
they're
a
really
hit.
slow, apparently.
Yeah, those zombies, they're shitty.
And with that, I'll use Green Flame Blade.
Ooh, okay. I like it. Nice hit.
And that should do it for my turn. I'll pass.
All right, so it looks like Nas, it's your turn.
All right, gonna go ahead and cast Burning Hands.
Very nice. Target all four of those bad boys. Wow, a bunch of failed saving throws. All creatures failed. Holy shit. Very nice. All of the zombies take 10 fire damage. As the entire hall is engulfed in flames, it's like a little mini breathing fire dragon. All of a sudden, you can hear, "What in the hell was that? What in the hell was that?" You hear that a couple different times. And then you hear someone say, "So-and-so and so-and-so, check that out!" And then you can hear feet scuffling. Nice damage on the zombies.
All right, and then I'll go ahead and take a step back, so that way if anybody else can get in there, they can.
Sure. So it looks like Golden Trinkets, you're up now.
All right, well, I see everyone rushing over. I don't even know what they're doing yet, so I run up around the corner so I can see. And I've got my crystal pistol out.
Your crystal pistol, all right.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded crystal pistol?
Yeah, I did a reload.
Okay.
Don't you remember me saying that? I reloaded.
Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, I see the zombie and kind of was surprised to see a zombie. And then I realized, oh, that's what this arms out dance that Nas was doing earlier. So I had an aha moment, but I kind of shake myself out and shoot at the zombie. They're the closest one in front of me.
Okay. That's a hit. You do 4 damage from your Eldritch Blast. All right, so as you are over beating on these zombies, you look to your left and you can see that there is a human in there. Looks like a human with a bald head, tattoos that are kind of glowing on his forehead and all around his entire bald head. And he's kind of motioning, and there is this aura as you look to the left there, Markish. This aura, light coming up from the floor. And this individual in the red robes, he sees you and ducks around the corner as you see 2 other individuals, one heavily armored, coming towards you, and another one in robes also coming towards you. And this individual in the red robes ducks around the corner to where he's out of your sight.
Does he go to my... So if I'm looking at him, does he go left or right?
Yeah, he definitely goes to the right.
To the right.
Because you can see everything on the left-hand wall, basically. And then you see another individual that is adorned with a mask, has robes on and whatnot, and definitely looks like one of these ritualists, and he's also running towards you as well. So you saw a total of 3 individuals.
Sure.
All right, so zombie. Zombie's going to move up. It's going to take a slam on you, and that would be for Markish. So it has disadvantage on the attack, and what was the disadvantage?
Protection from evil.
Protection. That's right. Okay. Misses you. Next.
Okay, I'm going
Looks
to
like
move
Kalash.
up to here, and I'll put Hex on this little dude here, zombie number 3.
Okay. I know you can't wait to get Fireball.
And then I'll attack him with my Warhammer.
Attack away.
And we're lucky these guys are
it's a hit.
Which comes through.
Yeah, you guys are totally lucky that
And then
these ACs have shitty AC. You're really lucky because you guys are rolling low. Sorry about that. But the zombie dies anyway, so.
I'll move up to shield lock with Marrakesh to lock up this.
As you hold and you intertwine your elbows together, you wrap your arms around one another. It's so cute.
He grabs my arm and I kind of like shake him off.
I mean, you're up. You're like, get away from me, dude.
Dude, what's up?
Wasn't there some kind of comic book superhero where they were brother and sister?
Wonder Twins. Kind of Wonder Twins combined,
Wonder Twins,
man.
Oh, that's right. Wonder Twins, deactivate. Oh my god, that was like an 80s thing. Oh my gosh,
I walked down.
Their age. Go ahead, Omi, sorry.
Oh, I walk down here and oh crap, more zombies. And I pull out a bent spoon from my pocket and point it at the 3 zombies as I cast Bane on them.
Okay. Ooh. That's something that you don't use very often. So it looks like 2 failures and a success.
So 2 and 4 failed, so I'll put the effect on them.
All right. So
Should
what
just
is
be able to click it.
you're using Bane, right?
Yep, so they'll get minus a d4 to their attack and their saving throws.
Yeah, very nice.
On top of disadvantage.
Oh, they are so screwed. If you thought they were in bad shape before, they're really cursed now.
And I say, Kel, get in there. I know you can do it. And I guess I give him Bardic Inspiration.
Wow. Shooting sparks everywhere.
Thank you.
That was a great round.
And then that's it for me, as I'll pass the turn.
Okay. All right. So this cultist runs past his counterpart and stops here. And he basically draws his scimitar, charges in, sees Kalash, and then attacks with the scimitar.
I will use protection on that.
All right. Probably it'll be a miss anyway.
Won't be needed, but yep.
Won't be needed. So reactions down, very nice. Cultist missed. Roland, welcome to the fight.
I think I'm going to be mainly giving moral support, but I'm going to move down to here.
Got a ranged weapon?
Hand axe.
Throw it if you want. Go for it.
Almi didn't teach you how to shoot things, right?
When I was a soldier, I was taught at boot camp.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. So go ahead and do a -2 on the roll because you've got Kalash and Marcus in your way. And you can actually you can throw 2 of those if you want. You can throw 1 from each hand if you want. It's up to you, though.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Nice hit. Go ahead and roll that damage. All right, so zombie takes another 7 damage. Make sure whenever you're attacking, Roland, make sure you are getting the target that you're attacking targeted. And to do that, just hold down Control and click the token you want to target. Or if you just want to drag and drop your attack or drag and drop your damage onto the map, onto the token that you want to attack, you can do that. So who are you trying to attack? The cultist or the zombie?
Let's go with the zombie.
Okay. So if you forget to do that again, which is not a problem, just pick up out of the chat window the attack and drop it on the zombie. So it said your attack that was 22 is a hit on that zombie. So it's really nice. Now take that damage, since it was a hit, and then you drop it on the zombie, and then it adds the damage that was already on the zombie, and the zombie dies. So zombie 2 is dead. All right. And there's also are you new to Fantasy Grounds, Roland?
It's been quite a while since I used it.
Yeah, don't forget you got the combat tracker too, and the combat tracker is your friend, and you can do all of that stuff in the combat tracker as well. And to open up the combat tracker, just click on the cross swords in the upper right-hand corner of the Fantasy Grounds interface. I've been dragging the dice
over to the combat tracker.
Okay, there you go. You can do it that way. You can do it. There's multiple ways to do it, so that's really nice that they give you those options. So, all right, but it's not a problem. So,
and
you got it.
Second attack, that's -2 and disadvantage.
I don't think it'll be. It won't be disadvantaged, but it'll just be -2. Let's see if you can hit that cultist. Yeah, you do. You hit him as the axe lodges right into his shoulder. We'll give him a total of 1 damage because it was your offhand attack. So I'll make an offhanded throw for you. All right, so you hit him for minimal damage, but no problem. The cultist takes 1 as the axe kind of grazes him. Anything else for you? You want to take any movements or anything?
I use my max movement to get up here.
Okay. Let's move on to the zombies. All right, so this zombie here is going to move up and attack Markish as he tries to slam you with his meat chunks. Disadvantage is a horrible roll, a critical miss. It misses, and we'll go on to the next zombie, which the next zombie just kind of scooches over and starts munching on that kobold again. All right, Markish, up to round 2.
So what we did last time seems to work, so I'm going to continue those swings at the zombie in front of me.
Yeah, you hear the individual, probably the person that was in the red robes, and he has a weird like Russian type of accent, and you hear him say, "Quick, stop them! I must escape. Our plans should continue forward."
And that was Green Flame Blade as well, and I'll pass.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and...
Filtle, sorry.
How high is the ceilings in here?
They're about 15 feet.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and run to the chair, jump off that to the barrel so I can get a little bit higher vantage point and shoot an Eldritch Blast at the cultist.
Sure.
Also, that guy's from the Russian province of Perun.
Is he? My Russian accent isn't that good, comrade. From Mother Russia. All right, so go ahead and do an attack roll. We'll forego the -2 because of the elevation. That is a miss with a 9 against the cultist. All right.
Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay. So the heavily armored figure engages. You can definitely tell that this is a warrior type. And he's wearing plate mail. And plate mail is expensive as shit. So this knight engages Kelash, and he's not going to be able to attack around the corner, but he is going to take an action. So, Golden Trinkets, you are up.
Okay. Well, after seeing these new guys enter the fray.
Mm-hmm. And then he also yells out, "For Tiamat!" And as he says, "For Tiamat," all of a sudden, his allies have some type of shimmering aura around them.
Ooh.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Who is that? The guy I can't see?
The knight.
Yeah,
The guy
yeah.
you can't see around the corner.
This is for Tiamat!
All right. I have no idea how many more people are back there. I'm just hearing things. More and more people. So I take my crystal pistol out of pistol mode.
I
and
love
then
that.
kind of hold it up, do some chanting, and I'm going to cast a witch bolt on the cultist.
Okay. -2 because of everybody in the way.
Womp womp.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, that's a miss. Anything else for you?
Oh wait, let me check that spell for a second. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Okay. So, all of a sudden from around the corner, both Kelash and Markish, you can see that there is a wizard in robes, wielding a quarterstaff, and he casts magic missile, and two darts come from his hand. One missile hitting you, Kalash, hitting you for a total of 2 force damage, and you do absorb a little bit of the blow. And then another force missile. Yep, go ahead, Marcus.
If any attack me, I'll be using shield, which would reduce the damage for magic missile to 0.
Yeah, because don't you have the brooch too, if I'm not mistaken?
Nope, I don't think that's his character.
Okay. And that is that's it for the wizard. And as he sees his spell basically absorb into his shield that kind of shimmers around you, all of a sudden he just steps back around the corner out of your vision.
Okay, I'm going to move my hex onto the cultist.
Okay.
And I'll whack him with my warhammer.
Right. Go ahead and do that.
Or not.
I got a phone call I got to get. I'll be right back. So make your attack roll, and I'll be right back. All right, Omi, what say you?
Omi needs to get a better look at what's going on, so he walks up here and sees, oh shit, there's more of them.
Yeah, there's a
so
couple.
he pulls out the spoons and casts fairy fire in a 20-foot cube with the enemies just at the edge of it.
All right, that's a 20-foot cube.
Some of it'll be wasted, but I'll just put the Thea Knight, the cultist, and the zombie just at the edge of it.
All right. All right.
Hey, you got the cultist and Thea Knight.
Yeah.
Only zombie 1 saved, it looks like, so I'll put the effect on everyone.
If you just double click it, it'll apply to them 3.
Very nice.
And I'll say, Marcus, get in there. I know you can do it. You're a tough half orc. You're my favorite half orc. And I give him bardic inspiration.
And I still think I am the only half orc he knows.
All right, so it looks like we have the cultist. He is yelling back to the, looks like probably yelling back to the robed figure, and he says, "Hurry, hurry, Rorith! Take the portal! We can't hold him much longer!" And then he slashes out with a scimitar on Kalash, missing. Roland, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna. Whoops, that's not my token. I'm gonna take a step down here behind Fitz. Since I spy some spear sticking out of his pack, I'm gonna grab one.
I love it.
And that probably doesn't. I don't have any actions left, do I?
Sure, yeah. You can, in 5e, you can move, attack, and move. You can move and stop as many times as you want, as long as you don't go over your maximum movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's not like 3.5 or 4 or most other editions where you just get movement and then you're done when you stop, you know. You get the freedom to move around. This is really nice. All right, so very nice. You hit the kobold as he says, "Quick, Jobu, throw me a spear." Like in Ace Ventura 2, when he's with the tribe and he goes, "Quick, Jobu, throw me a spear." And you throw the spear and it lands in his thigh. Yeah, for 4. And then he says, "Quick, Jobu, throw me another spear."
right, well, I'm going to stay
I
here
love
and
it.
I'm done.
All right. So the zombie reaches out at Markish, tries to slam him again. Missing very horribly again, disadvantage.
Oh, the Bane should come off a zombie 4 since I'm concentrating on Fairy Fire now.
Okay. Bane is the -4 to save and attack, right? -1d4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So it looks like that's going to be it for the zombie. Round 3, Marcus, you're up. As the other zombie just continues to munch on the kobold, you can hear bones crunching and stuff.
Yeah, I'm having doesn't seem as though I'm having much difficulty against the zombies, so I'll turn my attention to the cultist this round.
Okay. Nice hit. 20 versus AC. Smashed him with your Morning Star. The cultist. Ah! Hurry, roareth! We can't hold them! As he falls down dead. Nice hit.
You know, I'm gonna burn the action surge and waylay into the zombie then.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, I finally missed him, huh?
Yeah, wow.
I can only roll like 3 shittier, so there we go.
You barely missed him because he has an 8 AC. So
I've rolled a 4 on him like 3 times. So
yeah.
With that, then you know what? I will stay locked here.
Okay. Nas, you're up.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my short bow and make an attack on Zombie 1.
Okay. Wow, another crit. What's
and
going
use
on
my
with
sneak
that?
attack.
I forgot to do green flame blade on that last one. I just dropped it on the night.
Okay. Nice crit hit, by the way. Not too bad. The zombie goes down. Zombie number 1. He dies. And then the cultist, with one last gasp of air, he looks up at the knight, which is also you can tell that this knight has like these luminescent tattoos on his head, and he says, "D'Artagnan, you're our last hope." D'Artagnan, I had to do that. Oh God. All right, there you go. Nice job there, Nas. We're going to the knight. The knight stands up, and he just stands there. He braces. He lifts his shield up, and he says, "It will take a lot more than that to get past D'Artagnan." And he gets into this defensive type of stance. Golden Trinket, you're up.
All right, so I mimic the cultist, like in his same voice and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The best I can do, of course. No, Roarth, don't take the portal. We've got this. We've got this.
Nice. I love it. So, out of your peripherals, both Kelash and Markish, you see the individual, and the whole time this illumination, this light that's coming up off of the floor, has getting more and more intense as the rounds have gone by. And as the wizard, this red wizard, he pops a couple magic missiles on Kelash because he knows that he's not immune to them. First magic missile, you absorb part of the damage. The second magic missile, Kelash, hits you for max damage at 5, so you take a total of 9. Yeah, ouch. And this wizard, he has a couple of satchels, a couple of leather satchels kind of thrown over his shoulder which he didn't have before. And then he steps onto this light. It intensifies. You hear a very loud popping sound.
I shout, "Pussy!"
And then he he says, "Do you think I'm stupid? Call me a pussy all you want."
Pussy, run away!
Pop. And then he disappears. And then the intensity from the light, like it surged as he disappeared. And then the light just dissipates back down into like a very light type of radiant glow. Pussy! Kalash, you're up. More free actions. Pussy!
My tactics have changed from what I was going to do, so I'll just hex this guy in front of me, the Thayan Knight, and attack him.
Okay. Attack at disadvantage because he's in the defensive position.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me... Yeah, I spoke too slow, so just give me another roll, and we'll take the better of the two.
Even as advantage, I missed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and give me another roll.
fact,
just to make it official. We'll see. I've been picking on you with Magic Missile. Yeah, it's a miss.
it's to the 14. Right.
Yeah. All
so
right.
at a 14, I'm going to roll Omi's D6 from my Bardic Inspiration.
Ah, that's a great job.
And try and make it a 17.
So that 17 is wah, 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 wah. Still a miss.
That's worth a shot.
He is in plate mail. He is heavily armored.
Ooh, I want his armor.
He's definitely in plate mail. All right. So anything else for you? You want to run away? Take an attack? Well, I can't take an attack of... Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. I'd like to take...
I will move round to here.
You cock tease. No. He says, "Damn you," as he kind of rotates around and follows you. All right, Omi.
I look at this knight over here, and as I see him, I pull 2 spoons out of my pocket, and they start glowing really, really hot as I cast blindness on the Thayan Knight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's not going to see this big battle axe coming in his back either.
Yeah, this is magical battle axe now.
Nice. So I blinded the Thayan Knight as these 2 like glowing spoons just appear over his eyes.
Oh God. He's immovable from his eyelids,
so
right?
Like,
Yeah.
2 golden glowing burning spoons just appear over his eyes. As I'll pass it to Roland.
Well, I'm going to have to ready my battle axe and come up and attack him.
All right. So let's see what you can do, Roland.
Wrong token.
Oh, thank goodness for advantage, huh? 24 is a hit. Total of 8 damage on the night.
Woohoo! All right. Actually, there's not much else I can do, so I'll stop.
All right, so the zombie will move up and actually attack the Thayan Knight. He thinks it's one of the enemies, I guess, and it attacks the knight, and it's a miss with a 17 versus AC.
I still want this guy's armor.
Marcus, you're up.
I'll be attacking the zombie again.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice crit hit. Wow.
Wish
So
that was
very
on the
nice.
same night.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
And the green flame blade to this day and night.
Okay.
Did the zombie go down or no?
Yeah, the zombie did go down, yeah.
So then I will take some steps over to give my companions a bit of room to attack this guy. Looks like he's going to do some damage here. And I'll pass.
All right. So, Nas, as you go to attack the Than Knight, he drops his shield and he drops his weapon and he starts laughing and he says, "I surrender. I'm unarmed. You won't attack an unarmed opponent, will you?" And he kind of drops to his knees.
Dropping my short bow, pulling out my sickle and dagger from my offhand, I run up or sprint up to him and make my attacks.
It's like a person with glasses. You wouldn't hit a person with glasses, would you? Like, yes. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Another one.
Isn't that your third crit hit of the night?
Yep.
Not too bad. What did you say now, Golden Trinkets?
Said he's stuck in the blender now.
Yeah, he is. He says, "I'll tell you what you want to know. Quit hitting me." And then you hit him for another 2 damage. And then he says, "Bastard, I have no weapons. That's dishonorable."
Not in my book.
He starts to crawl back as you're attacking him. Now he steps out of the reach of he steps out of the reach of both Nas and Markish. The entire time he's saying, I surrender." Nas don't fuck around. He's just already attacking. That's a miss though. That would still be a miss with he picks up his shield and tries to parry everyone's blows away. Marcus, you want to get your attack of opportunity?
No, he's give. He's surrendered. I'm done.
Right. Nas, you going to keep going?
No, that was my only attack of opportunity.
I would take more if I had
Only
more,
gets
Dave.
one.
You only get one, Dave. All right, so Golden Trinkets, what say you?
All right. Not hearing from Rorith, I continue my impersonation of the deceased cultist. Rorith, you better not leave. I'll tell everyone about your sister. I mean it. And I kind of giggled to myself. And straight to my pronoun.
He yells and he actually kind of crawls over towards his dead companion and he goes, "I thought you were dead. He's alive. Stop attacking. He's alive."
And then I also say, "Yo, didn't that knight guy might know something we might want to know from him?"
"My God, you're inhumane. Stop killing us. We surrender. My friend is alive. He is alive." Kalash, what say you?
I'll turn to him and I'll go to him. "Down to your knees."
He's already on his knees. He was
And
crawling
then I'll
away.
bind
Yeah,
his
he's crawling.
hands. And I'll bind his hands, bind his back.
Okay.
And we'll start questioning him.
Omi? Oh, sorry about that. What do you want to ask him?
I was like, where's the...
Do anything. Just don't throw a ball gag in my mouth. Just don't throw a ball gag in it.
What's the passphrase for using the transporter where your friend's gone?
I don't know no password. I don't think there is a password. It is used with another some magic. I don't know. I'm just a hired hand.
What
I
you're
was just
doing
paid
here.
to protect. I was hired to protect. I'm from Thay.
Tell
He
him to
is,
start getting those pants off.
Right, take your armor off.
What?
Remove
What?
that armor.
But I'll be in my skivvies.
I don't care. Remove your armor.
Yeah, I think he needs to surrender his armor.
I'm taking your armor. I'm confiscating it.
It's the only thing we have. Oh, he
It's
starts.
nothing you have now.
He starts unfastening.
He tries to get out of the
snaps
bindings,
and
or what?
leather straps and stuff like that. Yeah, he starts.
What kind of sword did he have?
He actually has a couple of weapons. He has a. Let's see. He has a great sword. He has a heavy crossbow. And that's what he has.
I'm just interested in his armor. Nice suit of plate
Alright.
now.
It is a suit of plate. So, you guys have a suit of plate mail and a kitty.
If no one minds, I wouldn't mind retrieving that from him.
I'll pat him down too, make sure he doesn't have any like hidden items on him.
Okay. He does not. He has nothing hidden, no stashes, no other. He has a pouch with about 50 gold in it. He says, "That's all I have. It needs to go back to my family. I have a couple of twins that I need to make sure they're taken care of."
I'll make sure they're taken care of. Yanks it off of him.
Oh, you bastards! All right, so he will go ahead. I'll give you the plate mail. You should have got the plate mail on your character sheet. I think so. Doesn't look like it.
But his is a medium. You need a large.
There you go. You got plate mail now. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys want to... It looks like you guys are going to get this guy dressed down and start questioning this guy.
What was your master goal down here?
You've already taken everything. I'm not telling you anything. You can go to hell.
Dagger right through his throat.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. I was hired at. I know that there's this cult. I think they call themselves the Cult of the Dragon or Cult of Tiamat or something like that. And I'm screwed anyway. So damn it. They were cheap. They didn't pay me enough anyway.
I'll start putting his plate on in front of him.
It looks good on you, though. But anyways, it looks like that Rorith was sent here to Flan. He's been here for several months. He's been hiding down here in the crypts. I've only been here a couple of weeks. Let me talk, all right? You already took my armor. You already took all my money. But he's trying to build an army of undead.
Wait, he had money?
Yeah, I had 50 gold, the payment that Rorith gave me. But this prick took my money. It's supposed to go back to my twins. I have baby twins or infants.
Laughing and pressing the dagger a little bit more into his throat.
My wife is going to kill me when I come home with nothing and I've been gone. She's going to think she's going to think that I've been in the Laughing Goblin all the time, drinking all of our money away. Oh boy, I'm in deep crap. Anyways.
You're using that dagger wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. That dagger doesn't even have a blade on it. Oh, wait. Yeah, it does, actually. This Worth, he was building an army of the undead. And then he was going to take this army of undead, because I heard them talking. And he was going to take and create this army of undead. And then when it was done, they were going to start digging through the tunnel here towards the castle. Supposedly, there are some catacombs that are beneath the main castle, Valhingen Castle. And that's where this pool is, this pool of radiance. And that's all I know.
You sure that's all you know?
I'm telling you, that's all I know. You give me an insight check. You can always do insight checks.
I'm going to hit him upside the head with a spoon. I'm sure you know more.
Yeah, I bet you know who your mom is.
I keep hitting him in the head with a spoon.
Hey, stop it. That spoon it hurts. What the hell are you hitting me with a spoon? Hey, wait a minute. You're that guy that was in the Laughing Goblin Tavern the other night doing a show. It was the Spoon the World Tour show, wasn't it? Oh, you're pretty good. I'm a huge fan of yours. Hey, why don't you come a little bit closer? Hey, why don't you talk to your friends and let me out of here, man? I want to get out of here. I'm just a merc, man. I'm not involved in this cult. Let me out of here.
At hearing his appreciation for the Spoon the World tour, the dagger slices his throat.
Oh, God. You rip him and blood spews out everywhere. His throat rips open like a Ziploc bag full of blood. He falls over dead after clutching his throat, holding it for about 20 seconds. Then he falls over, dead.
Wow, you guys suck. He was like the most entertaining thing in this whole dungeon.
And then he opens up one eye and he looks up at you, Golden Trinkets, and he says, "Thank you." And then you hear his last breath leave his body.
I sigh heavily.
At least he was appreciative.
So, this room definitely looks like it is living quarter central. There's several bearskin rugs on the ground. There's several beds. There's a desk. There's several, boxes, chests lying around.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move over to the desk and check it out.
Okay.
I kicked this barrel a couple of times before I leave. Make sure
it's full of water. The barrel's full of water.
Ooh. Probably taint.
No, you open it up, it's drinking water. There's several cups sitting on top of the barrel, actually.
Okay, well, I'll refill my water skin. Let the other guys know about it.
I'm going to tap the circle with my axe a few times.
On the desk, you find a beautiful writing set worth about 75 gold.
Nice.
So we'll put that in all right, we'll put that in the party loot to sell. There's also a lockbox. What did you do with your great axe a couple of times, you said? Sorry about that. You said you did something with the axe.
I'm just circle on the floor with it. See if there's any kind of reaction.
Oh, like hidden compartments on the floor or anything like that?
No, that symbol where he's at.
Oh, yeah. Basically, as you're smashing it, all of a sudden, you hear a pop, and it disappears, and then it explodes. So, let's get...
That was bad.
Yeah, that was definitely bad. Roland, Markish, Golden Trinkets, and Omi, all of you guys give me a dex save as this force energy just... It's like a thunder wave spell. All right, so nice job on the saving throws, except for Golden Trinkets.
I was going to say that I actually wasn't standing there when he did it, but I don't care. I'll play along.
All right. Well, thanks. Thanks for playing around. So, thanks for playing along. So, you guys are going to take a total of 5 damage, and as this happens, the roof falls in also. And we're going to use the same saving throw. And you're going to take 10 more bludgeoning damage if you failed, or 5 if you were successful. As the walls kind of shudder, but now this rune is actually gone. It is done. The rune, even the inscription on the floor, even disappears, and then the ceiling caved in.
Did I pass or
not? Everybody passed. Everybody was successful except for Golden Trinket. She had a natural 1.
So I take 15 damage?
Yeah. 7 or 15. 7 successful, 15 not successful. It was like a thunder wave just went off in this place. Poof.
I rushed to Golden Trinket's side and cast a Cure Wounds at her.
I'm under a boulder.
And I roll the boulder off of you.
Yeah, I'll cast a Cure Wounds on her too.
It's like the Wicked Witch of the East or West. All you see are like
Right.
feet
I
sticking
can't
out from
even
under the
talk, I
boulder.
just got this-
You're a,
I just get this terrible look on my face. Not even say anything, just
Poor Roland attacks a rune on the floor. I love it. Good job, Roland. DMs love that kind of stuff.
Well,
Now,
I'm
when I
currently
finally-
dying.
when I finally come to enough to say something, I say, "Hit it again."
Whoa.
I'm gonna look over to the group and say, Roland's not looking so good over here.
Yeah, Roland's he's out.
I-
He's unconscious.
I rush over to Roland and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah, I can do Cure Wounds as well if he needs it.
You come to Roland as a couple of your party mates are kind of lingering over you, giving you the weird look. So like, what the hell are you
I'm
doing?
gonna look at him and just say, next time you wanna tinker around with some magic, make sure I'm not near you.
I just smacked it a little.
Yeah. Do you not know about magic? It's a fickle beast. I would recommend staying away from it if that's how you act around it.
So 50 gold was in the knight's pouch, and the cultist had another 25. And the kobold had a total of 6 gold.
I'd like
And
to
then
make sure
a
that
bunch of worthless crap, and actually a dead mouse was on the kobold also. As you were looking through its pouch, you're like, oh god, like a petrified dead mouse.
I'd like to make sure that I'm just finished exploring around, see if they've got anything down that tunnel.
Sure,
that
yeah.
They were digging.
There's that tunnel goes about actually about 100 feet or so, and then it stops. And when you stop, you can see a little light kind of shining down on you, and it's all cobblestoned. So it looks like and then you're standing in like a little pool of water, and it looks like you're at the bottom of a well.
All right.
And then there's a chamber to the north as well here. And in this chamber, this is probably where Roar's quarters were, because there's some blank parchments and stuff, nothing on them. But there is a lockbox.
I'm gonna cast detect magic and walk through these.
I'll go ahead and
rooms here.
check out that lockbox.
Okay.
Make sure it's not trapped to checking it out.
Okay, give me a check. Give me a just an investigation or perception, whatever's higher.
I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Naz.
Yeah, it's not locked. It's unlocked. You pop it open. There's another 100 gold. So you guys found another.
Go ahead and
256
put that in for the party
gold.
group.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and
Nice.
divide this out. So everybody's going to get another 42 gold for the loot that was on the kobold, the loot that was on the cultist, the Thayan Knight, and in the lockbox. And also that set. So we'll give you one more piece. So that's the
Any magic
entire.
or anything around?
Nope. Yeah, the portal was magic. It definitely had a glow to it, but well, you could see that without detect magic, but now it's gone
Oh,
now.
that's
So
the portal now.
yeah.
Well, I think for right now, we've figured out everything we can down here. Might as well go back and talk to, I think it was Yover Glendon or something like that.
Yep,
Sorry,
Doom
you can
God
just-
Glandon. Yeah.
Before we go.
Yeah, it looks like you're standing in like a well, Markish.
Oh no, not down the tunnel to the south. I mean,
Let's see. To the south, I think. Oh yeah, there's another. This was just like a storage room, an empty storage room. with a dead kobold and the shattered chair that when you...
Gotcha.
Well, actually, when Roland shot him and fell back in his chair. Oh, I'm sorry, Nas, when Nas shot him, sorry.
That's all right.
Nothing in here.
So I'll help the Thayan Knight to his feet and kind of help escort him out.
You're gonna drag
he's
that body.
dead.
Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, he's
Killed him.
dead. Yeah. Nas slit his throat, or was it Roland? I think it was. Was it
Nas
Roland?
did.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be a good guy. I didn't slit his throat.
Hey, do I know anything about this portal?
The dead guy might have.
There's actually no inscription on the floor or nothing like that, so you really can't defer any information out of it because it's absolutely gone.
Oh, it has dissipated.
It had dissipated, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There were runes on the floor in like a circle, and then as Roland was smashing it with an axe, it basically made the rune explode, and then it basically just disappeared. So you found you want to go look for Doom Guide Glandon, right?
Yep.
All right. So first off, he's truly disappointed that Cassett is dead, and he asked you, "How did my beloved Cassett die?"
There's a couple of thieves that were down here. They killed him.
Wait.
Thieves? Really?
Where are we? What's happening?
You're back talking to Doom Guide Glandon, unless there was anything else.
Okay. I missed that.
Yeah, unless you wanted to finish up any loose ends inside of the catacomb. Anyone?
Bueller?
I just wanted to get my hand axes and the spears. I give the spear back to Fitz.
Sure. Okay.
I wasn't the one that had the spear.
No, it's me.
Sorry?
It was Kel.
It was
I'll give it
Kelash
back
that
to
you
Kel,
got.
then.
All right. I also see that you got your axes back. So you find Doom Guide Yovier Glandon, and he's disappeared, and he's disappointed about Cassett. And he said that he had taken her under his wing for the last couple of years. And who were these thieves that you said that you ran into in the catacombs? Where were they?
I believe they were part of the Welcomers group.
Were they grave robbers? Tomb robbers?
They were grave robbers. They had a lot of items on them. We ended up we're nice enough to let them out after returning all their stuff they had taken, but they decided to go ahead and kill Cassett on the way out.
That's unfortunate. Why was she killed?
I am not certain. All I know is that they just took a dagger to her and took her out.
I will send some acolytes down to retrieve her corpse, and then I will use a ritual and speak with her in the dead form. So did you find the source of the undead problem down there? It seems like all of you have had some type of action going on there. I see all kinds of blood all over you, and I noticed that you're wearing an armor now. What are these etchings on the armor? And he looks and he goes, These are Thayan symbols. Where did you get this armor, Kel?
There was a Thayan wizard and a Thayan knight, and a few cultists of the Order of the Dragon were down there raising the undead to generate an army to attack Flan, by the looks of it.
That's unfortunate. And then he sees Markish carrying the body of the knight, and he like a sack of potatoes and throws it on the ground.
Here's the knight. Unfortunately, he didn't answer the questions correctly, apparently.
I will speak with him as well. Thank you, my friends.
There was a red robed wizard. Yeah, there was a red robed wizard which ended up making it out. I look over to Kel and say, "Did you notice anything particular about him other than I saw the red robe and I saw him leave?" That's essentially
That's
Red
about
Rose.
all I
His
saw.
name was Rorith. I couldn't miss that.
Oh, Rorith. Yeah,
Rorith.
that's right.
So if it was was he a Thayan as well, like this knight?
Yes, he was.
Yep, Rorith is
Why?
definitely a thing.
I wonder why the Thayans are in Flan.
Well, they were definitely part of that dragon cult everyone's been talking about. They shouted about it, and before they
Yeah,
attacked.
we also heard something. Also heard something about Tiamat.
Tiamat, the dragon of all dragons, the mother of all dragons. Well,
I believe
this
so.
needs
I
more
have no
investigation. I must be on my way. Marcus, if you would be so kind enough to help me carry the corpse back to the temple. My colleagues and I, we have a lot of work to do, so I'm going to have to bid you farewell. And I need to discuss these matters with the fellow clergy, the Lord Regent, and also the Lord Sage here in Phandalin and on Flan. And whenever I find out more information, I will contact you. Will you still be staying and residing in Flan for a little while still?
We should.
That will be.
I'm going to ask. Well, we know where your gal is. I'll carry this knight over there. Kel and Omi, or Fitz, if you guys want to head back and grab her, and we can bring her body, I can meet you there.
Oh, it is unfortunate.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was an orphan, so there was no one to notify of her death. Not that I know of, anyways. But I will, with my colleagues, we will perform several rituals, and we will find out more about this, and I will contact you here in the next couple of days when I have more information. I must be on my way. Thank you very much, my friends. You are an asset to the town of Flan. If you ever need anything, you're always welcome to come and see me. How did the goggles work out, by the way? Did they work out pretty well for you?
Oh,
Who got
yeah.
the goggles?
Chief did.
Ah, okay. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to give you guys some experience points. I'm going to give you
That's
guys...
awesome, Dave. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was a good laugh.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
be
good.
playing across town at the Worm Spoon tonight. Free entertainment and drinks, guys.
Oh, my God.
I am going to the Laughing Goblin.
Going to the
Because
Laughing
it's not working
Goblin.
for free.
It's the only time anyone will let them play.
Oh, God. Everybody's going to get 300 experience points for the night. Everybody is going to get 1 renown point. Everybody is going to get 4 days of downtime. And then plus the treasure that we already got.